Hey everybody, it's Friday night. What's going on in your town, your city, your state, wherever the hell you are? Not much going on here. Nice sunshiny day it was. Now it's dark and it still seems to be bright out. So I guess it's gonna be a clear night tonight. Nice and cool though. In the teens, I love it. I like the cold weather. Must be why I stay here in the state of Maine. So what's going on? Not much out there. Haven't had a chance to check out what's going on YouTube. Been too busy running around and getting some stuff done on my track and going getting a new driver's license. That time of the year when everything's expiring. Running around trying to get everything put back together. Okay, Jessica, how you doing, Jessica Stone? Good to see Jessica. I am going to put Bow Wolf, what's going on? Jessica Stone's always nice to have in here. Okay, let's put this here. Like to come up on the panel. Anybody like to come up on the panel? And then we'll go over here and pin it to the top. I wasn't going to do a live tonight, but I thought, let's do a little quick live. Probably I won't do another live. This will be the only live that I end up doing tonight. So if it's a little early, I'm sorry. But this is the only time I had a chance to get in here and do it. Angry Rooster. The Punky Brewster Show, huh? Cool. The Punky Brewster Show. Now that's an original. Never heard that one. Like a London fog all week in Texas. Absolutely miserable. You know, today wasn't bad at all. It was sunny. It was a nice bright sky. It was great. I got to tell you that it was a little, excuse me, a little chill. Cooking with Lulu. Sweetheart, where have you been? My God, Lulu, I thought you had disappeared and was gone forever. No name, sweetheart. No name. I always love it when no name's in the house. Cooking with Lulu. Wow. Haven't seen you for so long. I thought you was gone or something. Yeah, everybody, Lulu, my love. I love it. Everybody loves Lulu. She's such a sweetheart. And a great cooking show. I've been getting chemo, Brian. Oh, yes, that's right. I haven't been saying very much about that because I didn't know how much you wanted out about that, Lulu. But chemo, Lulu's been having some medical issues. With chemo and radiation, she's having some cancer treatments and so forth. Everybody, please, if you believe in a God, pray to your God. Pray that Lulu gets a little help from your God. She's a beautiful person. She needs the help. She needs the prayer. I love you, Lulu, and I want you around for a long, long time. So everybody pray for Lulu. Belle Admin, what's going on, Belle? Good to see Belle in the house. Auditing 2, what's going on? Auditing 2, Ray's here. Now, if haven't had a chance to I usually, matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now because if I don't text him, he probably will beat me about the head and shoulders that I didn't text him. So I'm going to text him, Stephen, we are live, buddy. Stephen, he likes it if I let him know that I'm live. Yeah, so anybody else go ahead and send him a quick little thing, and we'll send one out to No Name. No Name's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Maybe that should be Rooster. Rooster's got head cut off. We are live. So, if any of you haven't heard yet, that I was wrong. Yes, yes, yes. When I'm wrong, I will admit it. I was wrong. AFA is out already. It looks like he was in a halfway house or something. I'm not sure if he's halfway house. It didn't look like his mother's house, but I could be wrong again. Wouldn't be the first time. I have to admit that I'm wrong. But yeah, he's out already. So yeah, I had a live last night. Rock Spring. Who else we had jumping here? I haven't noticed. Same people. Okay, cool. Steven. I was just crushed for Steven, it's 7:15. It's not 7 o'clock yet. What are you doing in bed? Dude, what's going on? Steven Musel in the house, loving it. But yeah, he is out, and I had his live last night, and he actually did a funny he did a funny video today. One of the times that him and I were together in the car, we were always recording each other, and I did the stare, and it's funny. He actually added that into one of the videos today, which I thought was funny in hell. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's funny. I look like the Grinch. So I think this time of the year, I think right now, I'm going to be known as the NNE Grinch. So in that, I think that it's the only proper is if we go in here and we edit my name to the NNE Grinch. Yeah. Yes. The NNE Grinch. Has anyone seen him, or is it just word? Oh no, he was actually had a live today, Lulu. I don't know where. Somebody said he's in a halfway house. I don't know. I don't know if he said in his live or not. I didn't watch the live. Didn't get a chance to. I watched just a couple of minutes of it, and I don't know how long the live was. I don't think it was very long, but I'm not sure if he said his mother's house or halfway house or what he is. Somebody said halfway house. I have no idea. I haven't had a chance to talk to him, but I was wrong. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I went by what. I do make a good Grinch. I must say, absolutely, Lulu. I am pretty Grinchy at times. I am pretty Grinchy. That is true. But just my throat. I just took my medicine, so I'm got dry throat right now. One of my medicine gives me wicked dry throat. And I think it's one of the freaking fluid pills they give me. Freaking drains the fluid, water out of you everywhere. So Jessica's laughing. Something I said was funny. Uh-oh. You do make a good Grinch, Brian. That's funny. I like that. Well, it's true. I mean, I can be pretty Grinchy at times. Even my wife and daughter will tell you that. Especially if I'm in a yucky mood in my back. My back, I don't know about you guys, but if you're in pain, I'm in pain. Oh my God, I'm an irritable bastard if I'm in pain, which is about 95% of the time. So I guess you'd say 95% of the time I am an irritable bastard. Lady Lulu, can I see your face, Lady Lulu? Lady Lulu. Oh, I know that's Lulu. Hey, Lulu.
How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Okay, okay.
That's good. Crazy Frenchman just jumped in here. I like that. I sound scared. How? Why do I sound scared?
Right? Who said that?
Ponce. I don't.
Ponce de Leon?
Anybody. Something like that. People don't know me. Anybody who thinks that I'm scared of anybody is mistaken. Anybody will tell you. I've
Show them
stood
that.
down. I've stared down people that that have a lot more strength. So I'm not scared of any man.
Show
Don't
them
worry,
that.
Josh. What's
Show
that?
them that video. That where you grabbed the sheriff around the neck like a bear and you wouldn't let him go.
Choked him out.
Yep.
Actually, Josh was there that day. Josh was in that.
Yes, I know. I know. I saw the whole thing.
Yep. Ponce doesn't know me very well if he thinks that I'm scared of someone.
You're a big dude.
Well, the worst thing they can do is kill you.
Or you can kill them.
Pretty, what's that?
Or you can kill them.
Yeah, or you can kill them. And people like to sound. Oh well, I'm scared of this one. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of anybody. Worst they can do is do me a favor and put me out of my misery.
We don't want you to go, Brian. We love you. You ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going anywhere. I'm sticking around. I'm staying right here.
That's right.
Yeah,
Best believe.
Josh has been in touch with me. Josh, since he got out, and I'm sure him and I'll have conversations and so forth, and see where it goes. Hey, maybe him and I can clear stuff up, and we don't have to go at each other. Will we be where we were at before? No, I don't think so. But do we need to be enemies? I don't think. I don't need to be enemies with anybody. Now, if somebody wants to fuck with me, that's fine. I can fuck with them back too. But I don't see where it does anybody any good to be fucking with each other all the time. So,
especially someone who just came out.
Well, I went through that with Andrew and Bird and fucking all those guys, and who did it hurt? It hurt everybody.
Yep.
Nobody came out.
That's childish. That's childish stuff anyway.
Well, nobody came out on top. Nobody won. Nobody lost. Well, the subscribers lost because they lost a lot of good content. There's a lot of shit that we should have been doing that we weren't doing because we were too busy friggin' fighting.
Right.
Yeah, life's too short to be enemies. Absolutely right.
But then again, you'd be surprised. Some subscribers, not all, some subscribers do love the drama.
Yep. And you're gonna have subscribers that have been with Josh for a long time, and they're gonna stick it with Josh. They're gonna stick with Josh no matter what. There's nothing anybody could say that would turn them away from Josh. And God bless those people. I bless those people. And you're going to have people that are going to stick with me no matter what Josh says about me and so forth. So it doesn't do any good to be fighting. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That means that they're loyal.
Yeah.
And that's what we need, loyal subscribers.
Yep. I've got, this stuff that I'd like to be doing. This stuff that I'd like to do with, I've already started doing different stuff with different auditors and other people, and I'd like to continue doing that. If I get back into the fight, get back into frigging around, doing like we were doing with Bird and all the others. It's just you don't have time to do the other stuff that you want to do.
Right.
Yeah, adults. I think back when I was fighting with Bird and all them, and there was no adult. You can't say anybody was an adult.
That was such a waste of time.
There was so much fucking childish shit that was done. I mean, doxing this, they doxed my whole fucking family, sending letters to my 86-year-old fucking mother, stupid,
Wow.
sending emails to my daughter and shit like that. And, it just didn't do any good. But
Melissa.
Josh will be back in prison soon. I think you're wrong. I think, Ponce, that Josh, what Josh was in prison for was something before his activism. All right. Since Josh is become an activist, he realizes that being in prison, he can't do the things that he wants to do now. So do I think Josh is going to do anything to put himself back in prison? No, I don't think he's going to. I think he's too smart for that. I think he's going to toe the line as close as possible to legal, because it doesn't benefit him to be in prison. So if anybody's got anything to say bad about the guy, you're going to be talking about stuff in his past, I think. And I hope I'm right. I mean, it doesn't do me any good for Josh Abrams to be in and out of jail, because it does nothing good for the movement. Josh is by far one of the best auditors we have.
Yes, he is.
If you go and you watch his videos, Josh is one of the best auditors that there is out there. I mean, I've audited with Josh. I know how good he is. His verbal judo is better than most people that I know. So it doesn't benefit us, Josh being in prison. Now, there's a lot of people that would like to see Josh in prison, but it's not because they think he's done anything wrong. It's because they just want Josh in jail, and then period. That's it. Activist or not, now he's on probation. Do you honestly think that he'll be able to behave? Well, actually, Pont, I think, that's the thing that people have to understand about Josh. Josh, even though you may not like the guy, he's a very smart person. Josh will understand where the line is between what he can do and what he can't do. And Josh will get up to that line, but I don't believe he'll step over it. I don't, because again, it's not going to be to his best interest for him to step up. Hey, VA Issues, how you doing? It's not going to be in his interest to be back in jail again. And he's got people smart enough to say to him, hey, Josh, you're getting too close. Josh has surrounded himself by a lot of people that are going to make, whether or not he likes it or not, they're going to tell him where he's at. And so I don't think you'll see him crossing over that line, Ponce. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I think he's smarter than that. Josh is smart, I will say. Yeah, okay, we'll just answer questions here. Lulu, sweet hugs, my sister. VA Issues and prepping.
Yes. Hi, VA. How are you, sweetie? Nice to see you.
What's going on? Good to see you.
Epic.
Bell admin. A lot of people. 25 people in here so far. We're building them up. Scooter, what's happening? Scooter. You only badmouth him when he is incarcerated. Coward retreat. I only badmouth him. What do you mean? I'm saying the same thing right now that I was saying before.
So who said that?
Scooter.
You haven't said anything bad.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't said anything bad. Have I said something about his past? Yes. Am I saying something about his past? Yes. Will I say something about his past in the future?
Yes.
If there's an issue that we're talking about, and I can use Josh, or I can use Floyd, or I can use myself, or I can use Lulu, or I can use you as an example. I'm going to use you as an example. It's pretty simple. If you don't want to be used as an example, don't do the deed. Josh is smart enough to understand that, he's got a past. People are going to talk about his past. Absolutely. I believe you're right, Steve. I think he's going to be doing good. Why don't you have Sticky, FV Tuna, Six Bang, and No Name? And who's your on panel? Hey, anybody who wants to come on panel is welcome on panel. Hell, Josh Abrams, you know the friggin', you know where the link is. It's up on top. Come on up, Josh. Anybody can come on this panel. That see, that's the thing. We are not, uh, we're not banning anyone from this channel. If you're being an asshole, you're fucking doxing people and doing stupid shit. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking ban your ass. But you want to come up here and state your point? Shit, yeah, come up and state your point.
Scooter, why don't you come up and speak up
Well,
on panel instead of?
you ain't gonna come up. See, these are
Oh, you know
people.
him?
Oh no, but these are just people who would stay down and fucking chat. It's probably somebody's sock account, and
Probably.
they would rather just stay down there with their sock account and run their mouth. It's easier to be down there in a sock account and run their mouth than it is actually. Yes, Epic. Josh is out. He's out of jail. I don't know exactly. The only talking that I've done with him is through chat. He said he was going to call me today or tomorrow. So at some point in time, him and I are going to talk. But I don't know if he didn't call me today, so maybe he'll call me tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. Would I refuse a call from Josh? I don't know. Would I refuse a call from Paulie? Paulie was on my panel yesterday. So, I mean, if I will sit here and chit-chat with Paulie, who was my arch nemesis, or Bird, who was my arch nemesis, or Andrew, who was my arch nemesis, who now is my fucking one of my mods, for Christ's sakes. Why wouldn't I talk to anybody? That's the whole thing. We're not dissing anyone that wants to come up on panel. They're more than welcome. But a lot of people would rather stay down, in which I don't blame. A lot of people would rather stay down and chat and just every now and then put a sentence out there and see where it goes, and that's fine. So what have you been up to, Lulu, other than doing your radiation and so forth?
Not really, not much. Really not much. Just about that, and then you come home, you're feeling tired. I'll cook a little something, nothing major. I haven't been washing clothes or anything. Nick does all that, so
Yeah.
but really not much. And going up on panels when I can, when I feel okay, and
Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
I call you out. I tell you, everybody, you hate me now. You don't come up, but
I know you did that to me
I'm just,
last week or the week before.
I'm fucking with you. I'm just doing that, just give you a hard time, so you'll come up once in a while.
I don't take that personal. Like I'm
know you
okay with
don't.
it.
I know you
Wait,
don't. That's why I did. That's why I say the things that I say.
yeah.
You know me. I don't like poking the bear. Nothing wrong with poking the bear.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing wrong with
I'm a
poking
mama
you
bear.
with
It's
your,
okay.
I know, and there's nothing wrong with poking you. No, wait a minute. That didn't come out
Yeah. Wait, no, that's okay.
right.
It's okay.
Well, I don't know. I've got this picture of you and I hugging.
I know.
And that's probably one of my favorite pictures. And even my wife likes that picture because she said, "So is Saturday AFA on this channel like it used to be, or is it?" I know it's on his channel. He's
Hi,
doing
Pat.
UAFA on his channel, Pat. Heck, I think he's doing it from 7:30. Well, he says 8 o'clock to 10 or something like that. But if it's 7:30, I usually don't do panels on Saturday, so I'll probably, if I have time and my wife lets me, Saturdays are family days, and my wife lets me, I might go up on his panel just for the hell of it. Like I said, I talk shit about everybody. I talk shit about anybody now. if there's something about them that's a topic of my conversation for that day, I may use that person. So fuck, this is a
It's
different
getting
show.
talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking talk about Lulu because if I'm talking about beautiful women, I'll talk about Lulu.
You can talk about me whenever you want.
Lulu, Jessica, Fangirl. I mean, all these beautiful women that are here in my chat. I'll talk about them.
Hi, fangirl.
There's something
Good to
about
see you, sweetie.
I love hitting VA issues and prepping. But yeah, that's that is on AFAs on Saturday. But that's a good question.
What?
Any news on hey AFA? What's going on?
Pat,
Pat asked us if you were doing the AFA on your channel, and I told him yes, you're doing it from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock on your channel. I told him if I'm not doing anything, I might come up and say hi if I can get my wife give me permission. You know that routine.
come up, Josh. It would be nice to talk to you. Oh, hi, Jeremiah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
The other day he said 8 o'clock, but he may talk 7:30, and now he's saying 7:30 to 11. I thought it was 10. I thought it was 10. Okay, to 11. 7:30 to 11. Have you got any idea what you're doing? I know you guys usually have it pretty well planned out. Twyla's
You
in the
should come
house.
up. It's easier. You heard, Brian?
What's that?
It would be nice if Josh came up. It would be easier instead of having to look at the chat to see what he says. We could all talk.
It's up to him. The link is there.
Yep.
What else? Okay. It's going to be awesome. Hysterical. Saturday AFA. Or Saturday FA. That's cool. Saturday FA.
Lulu, any news on Jackie? How is she doing? Pat, she's okay at the moment. I really don't know too much. I would have to talk to her again. I've tried calling her a few times, but she hasn't picked up, so I have to try again. But she's okay as far as I know at the moment.
Yeah, I talked to her a couple of weeks ago, and she was doing some what do you call it? I can't remember what they call it that they do. God, I can't remember that thing.
Dialysis?
Yeah, dialysis. She said she was doing some
Yes.
dialysis and stuff, and the dialysis is wearing her right down, and that's why she hadn't been on. I helped her out in getting. I'm not going to say how I helped her out, but I talked to somebody about helping her out to get her a laptop, and hopefully I think she's got her laptop now, and somebody helped her to get a laptop, so hopefully she's all set on that now. Well, because the only thing she had was her phone, and so when she tried to go online, it's kind of hard going online and doing something on a channel with just your phone. Crazy Outdoor Main Adventure, how you doing? I know it. Crappy weather tomorrow. Yeah, up here in Maine, we're supposed to be having sleet and freezing rain tomorrow. So, but Jackie's doing good, but she's definitely another person that needs prayers too. She's doing well, but she's still, she still needs that kidney transplant. So, as far as I know, I haven't heard any different. We're probably still in. Yeah, she's been in and out of the hospital, so she could be back in the hospital again. I haven't heard from her again. Going to be 60s here tomorrow. with 60-mile-per-hour winds. Holy shit, that's like on the edge of hurricanes, for Christ's sake. Now, see, that's a problem with up here in Maine, is we have the friggin' wind. It's terrible because we have such cold, and then you add the wind to it, just biting. I've got a full tank of oil right now. That's 275 gallons of oil, and that'll probably last me until the end of January, probably. I think maybe the end of January, before I'll have to throw in another 275 gallons. And with the prices of oil right now, that's going to be a friggin' big check for 275 gallons of oil. You know, the last 275 I got this fall, and the price wasn't bad. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was 269 or something like that. It wasn't bad, but crazy. 80 here tomorrow, Stephen Musel says. Stephen, why don't you grab some of that weather in one of your planes and ship it up here? Oh, but I can see the damn thing. Bought my house for me and my wife, and I had 3 kids and first have a house. It had a wood stove in it. Yeah, you know, I don't have a wood stove. This house here doesn't have a wood stove in it, but I've had, most of my houses have had wood stoves, but I wished I'd put one in this one, and I didn't. It doesn't have a chimney, so in order to put a wood stove in it, I would have had to have put in a asbestos chimney, and those are just so friggin' expensive, and I'm building another house anyway, so I figured, well, I didn't want to bother to put a chimney in this one, but my next house, I'm going to build it with the chimney in it. So if I decide I want to have a wood stove, I can have a wood stove. Because, I mean, I've got a lot of acreage out here. I can cut wood off them. So I can hire somebody to cut the wood and have it all split up and just throw it in the house when I want it. The issue, it's been raining here for 2 days, 65 degrees. Day foggy as hell. Oh, that's where you are, in Georgia? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, the house I bought was wood stove hooked up in the chimney. It was in furnace. Yeah, if I build another, I mean, I am building, when I build another house, I'm actually considering why doesn't AFA go on a panel? I don't know. The link's there if he wants to. He's more than welcome. But
I think it's me. Every time I'm up here, for some reason, they don't want to come up. I don't know what's wrong.
You're intimidating. You're so beautiful, and
Stop it.
I found that gorgeous Latina women are very intimidating. Yeah, absolutely. Like me, I get nervous when you're up here because such beauty beside me. It's so hard.
Stop it, Brian.
Well, it's so hard to concentrate when you're surrounded by such beauty. So,
but thank you, I appreciate that.
Well, you know, when I met you that day, like I said, you know, you're just as beautiful or more beautiful in person than you are in your pictures. So,
thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. And I love that bear hug that you gave me, because you're such a big bear.
Well, yeah. Well, that's
no wonder they love poking you.
Yeah. Well, the reason I love the big bear hug is that way I get a chance to really wrap my arms around. See, ladies' man, Brian. I don't know about ladies' man.
Yes, I know. Nick said to get a room.
I think.
Okay, Brian. Now he can't say he didn't say that.
What's that?
Now he can't say he didn't say that. He said get a room.
Yeah, exactly. What do you want? AFA will go up if he has the safety of a wrench. Well, if I see people start giving him a hard time, or if AFA, if they give you a hard time, let me know and I'll give you your wrench back. if anybody times you out or anything like that. I'll give you a wrench back. I took away 15 wrenches the other day. So don't if somebody got lost their wrench that's in the chat right now, don't think that you were singled out. I took away 15 wrenches because people weren't coming up on the panel and weren't coming in the chat. And I said, you know what? If they're not coming in the panel and they're not coming on chat, they can't be doing too much modding. So I took away those people's wrenches and so on. But what basically, if someone, says, "Hey, I want my wrench back," I'll get it back to him. Brian has no spine. See, this guy doesn't know me very well, does he? But anybody who wants to come up is free to. Silver Crispy Hamster. Hey, Josh, welcome back. Yeah, it was funny. Even Polly Crispy was up on panel the other day for about half hour, 45 minutes before he went to work. Who was it? It was me, Polly, No Name. Oh, God, now I can't remember who else is up there. Hope everyone has an amazing weekend. PDK 75. PDK 75 have not, I don't remember that. I'm sorry, I don't remember that name, PDK 75. I appreciate it I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. Silverhampton, Polly has a new job. Actually, Polly does have a new job. He told me what it is, and I promised him I wouldn't. Oh, that's what it was. Stephen was up there. Yep. And I told Paul I wouldn't say anything about what it was, but he's got a new job working, and so that's it. Where's Joe Cool? I don't know. Joe Cool got mad at me and doesn't come to my channel anymore. I can't remember what I said. I said something about him. I can't remember what the hell it was now. I'm always talking shit about Joe. Michelle, can I see your face, please, so I make sure it's you? Okay, all set. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Brian, how you doing, sweetie?
Not bad. What are you up to?
Not much. I'm just trying to wish this fog would go away. You can't hardly see when you're driving down the road. You can't even hardly see the damn road.
Yeah, my wife came home the other day, and she gave her a freaking headache and everything else. Trying to drive home from taking my daughter to karate class.
Oh, okay. Wow. Is she better?
Yeah, she went to bed early, but she's not. I mean, she's used to driving, but she's not used to driving in that much inclement weather. So
Right.
the fog, she has migraines every now and then, and the fog just drove her crazy trying to see in the fog on the way home and got her into a migraine.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to have migraines all the time, and I think what they call cluster headaches, and I got rid of them.
Oh yeah,
What you do is I took like 7 uh, extra strength Tylenol, lay down in a dark room, took a nap, and woke up and it was gone.
now what is Whistler? What is a bunny boiler? That's a new one I've never seen before. A bunny boiler. Upstate audits, what's going on? Upstate, you ought to come up on the panel here. You haven't been up on the panel. I'm starting to think you've got an issue or something. My God. Upstate, he's mass troll report. Hey, sweet, can I get your address?
Hey, Upstate, my buddy, how you doing? Hey, Lulu.
Say,
Hi,
sweetie,
Michelle.
sugar.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, but sweetie.
How you doing, sweetie, sugar?
Good to see you.
Yeah, I've been on other channels. I kind of lurk in Brian's all the time. I lurk in his room sometimes. But I'm all over the place, and I go to my friend's channel. He's from New Zealand, and I stay in his channel all the time. So,
Jakey Poo or something like that.
yep,
Oh, thanks, Pat. I didn't. I've never heard that bunny boiler before, so I was like, "What the hell, the bunny boiler?"
yeah. Well, we are everybody that's in that channel that's mods like myself. We came from another channel that the guy bashed us or uh, everything, and he gives a platform for us to speak, and they try to get to him, but then they turn around and try to find the weakest little what they call us the little shits, which is the name of the joke of it is the definition of a little shit is obnoxious, and and he uh, he gives everybody a good platform, and he does a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a little bit of drama. We have casino night, we have horse racing night, dog racing night, a trivia night. We have all kinds of stuff, so it makes it real interesting. It mixes it up, and we
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at what Swedish Sugar. I'm not laughing at you. Swedish Sugar said I boil bunnies and lot lizards, and then
oh
named two. I'm sorry. That's what I was laughing at.
okay, that's a problem. And then we have a lot of fun over there, and he goes on like twice a day, and I think New Zealand's what 12 hour, 8 hours, 12 hours ahead of us. So on the East Coast, so uh, but we have a lot of fun, and some of the A1 community goes over there as well. So and we all support the A1 community anyway. I have.
So, I don't see what who points view deleted message.
So what?
Oh yeah. So don't be a crybaby. I mean, if you say something bad, they may delete your message.
Oh, I picked me a new little puppy up.
Oh really?
I
What'd you
got
get for puppy?
I got a Belgian
Oh Malamute?
Malamar. No,
Malamute?
Malamar.
Oh
No, it's
Malamar.
yeah, very agile dogs. They look like a shepherd, but they're not,
Yep.
and they're very very intense. Believe me, they can run from a stand running from a dead stop in the middle of the yard and jump a 12-foot fence with barbed wire on top of it, 4 strands of barbed wire. We're not even blink an eye. And they'll go up a tree, they'll climb a house. Police use them. They use them for cadaver dogs. Protection company, they use them for let's see, drug dogs. They use them for protection, security. They're more. Uh, and evidently she's an alpha female. She's only 2 months old, and she already comes up past my knees. And she got big
Thank you, Voice
paws.
Crybaby. I appreciate that. And this show is going to stay the way it is, and I'm not going to be letting anybody change it. So if somebody thinks they're going to come on this show and change it, not happening. Going to stay the way it is. If I don't grow, then I won't grow. If I stay the size I'm at, I'll stay the size I'm at. I really don't care. So
Yeah, I don't care about being monetized either. I don't care about the subs or anything like that. And mine, I got like 65 subs and no content.
yeah, I haven't looked Crybaby to see what messages are being deleted. But if it's just people saying something about me, don't bother deleting them. I mean, God, I've had so much people said stuff said about me, you guys. But no doxing. If I see any doxing at all, I want that deleted and I want the person deleted.
Right,
No doxing at all. Thank
right.
you, Southern Bell, for saying that. So that's none of
Bell's good. Steven Musel's good. They're pretty good mods. Bell is. I know Bell is, and I know Steven is when he's he gets a chance. He stays busy all the time too. But Bell, he's pretty good. Very experienced.
Yeah, Bell's always been a good mod. I mean, Bell's always has been good in with me and so forth on making sure goes
Yeah,
good. There's other mods in here that are good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had to say D Johns came over. Let's see, D Johns came over at Jake's one time,
Is Southern Bell?
and
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
came over to Jake's one time, Jakey Poo, and then went over to DJ's. Over to DJ's, and she went up on panel, and we all had a good laugh. But this one guy porn bombed himself. I couldn't believe this. We laughed so dang hard it was not even funny. Went in the back room and watched the video. It was so funny. It was not even. It was when the stream ended, and it was so funny. I cracked up laughing so hard.
Yeah.
This guy porn bombed. He was so drunk, and I mean so drunk. He was dressed from the waist up, but from the bottom down, nothing. And he was falling all over the place, and he was drunk so bad he didn't wake up till the next day, and it was all over the internet, all over everywhere, and his trailer got struck. And so
Brian, hold on. What? Hold on. Brian, is it true that you're teaming up with Rebel City Sports? No, that's not true. I don't know Rebel City Sports that well. People have been trying to tell me about him recently, and I have no idea. Don't know him, and don't really care. But no, it's not true that I'm teaming up with anybody. I'm not teaming up with. I'm not teaming up with anybody. That should make it short and sweet and easy.
yeah, plain and simple, wrapped up in a wrapper.
And if you can show me where I've ever said I'm going to team up with anyone, text it to me. Well, hell, post it right up here. No, Southern Bell. I think we're pretty safe on that. You know me. I'm too outspoken to team up with anybody. Done that, tried that, didn't work.
All right, that's
Trolls
true.
will be trolls. I don't care. They say, yeah, exactly. You know, the problem with teaming up with somebody is they want to try to control the direction of the show. They want to
Yeah.
control the direction of the channel, and you have one direction. Um, Somebody's got some noise in the background. I just want to make sure I don't get
I
struck. You want to shut
I
that?
just coughed. I just coughed. That probably was me.
No, I can hear like a radio or something in the background.
Oh, I don't have no radio.
Okay, maybe it's somebody talking. Never mind. But the problem with teaming up with somebody is that they want the show to go in one direction, and you want the show to go in another direction. And so the next thing you know, just shit happens. Rebel said you're his new co-host after he fought. What? Rebel said you're his new co-host after he fired Polly. Well, that's news to me. I consider it. This is the only channel I go on. Matter of fact, people get upset because I won't go on their channel. So, authority check. What's going on? Good to see authority check in the house. Like I said, if anybody wants to come up on the channel, up on the panel and ask me these questions, you don't feel free to. Rebel is lying. Well, if Rebel's saying that's happening, yeah, I would say, yeah, he probably is lying. Yes, Rebel lies all the time, Bell says. Southern Bell.
I just want to say hello down to everybody inside chat. I forgot to say that earlier. Sorry, I apologize.
So Michelle, what channel were you talking about? You said that you were on and they were giving you hard time and shit. What channel was that?
Uh,
You don't have to
it
say if you
was.
don't want.
I put in private chat.
Oh, okay. Todd Melvin, Tony been running this. Connie, who's Connie? I say, who's Connie, Todd? I don't know Connie. The hello panel can't see names, but I know Lulu. Oh, I'm sorry. I had that. I forgot I had that up there. Thank you. Thanks for mentioning that. Oh, Connie's Rebel. Oh, Connie's Rebel. Okay, no. I'm sorry. Duh. Just to show you how much I know Rebels. I don't know his name.
Yeah, there you go, Brian.
Oh, I guess I don't know that channel. I guess I didn't.
It's a drama channel. Believe me, you don't want to go there. Not
Okay.
unless you like drama. I don't.
Oh, Mass Troll Report says, I'm Connie. Okay.
Okay.
But no, I don't know Rebel. I don't know Connie. Brian's lucky he doesn't know him. That's well. I think I think when KY and Bud were doing a show, I think I can remember there being a Rebel or Connie or something on the show with them a couple of times. But that's about as far as I remember. Well, sorry to hear about that. It's the guy is nuts. There was a guy was Mass Troll Report. I think I saw the Mass Troll Report the other night on one of the panels I was on. I was on one panel the other. I don't know if it was Mass Troll Report. I mean, John Badone. Yeah, John Badone. Hey, John Badone. Hey. Oh no, I was. That's right. I was. I was mirroring Dramadome. Dramadome was mirroring. That's why I know the name. Dramadome was mirroring Rebel City or something, and I was mirroring Dramadome, and somebody was mirroring me. So there was like a mirror of a mirror of a mirror. So we had like a chain going, and that's probably the guy.
Wow.
Yeah, I think. Oh, okay, that's where the name comes. See, these new people in the community here. I don't know. Yeah, sugar. Well, AFA lay the pipe down now that you can't. Will AFA lay the pipe down now that you can't? What is it? Sweet. What is? I don't mean to be stupid, but AC going on. What's going on, AC?
Hi guys.
What's up?
What's up?
Well, apparently there's a parade going on outside my house. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Parade
There's
going
lights
on?
going off, and it's either that or there's a murder scene. Just throwing it out there. What up, guys? I just thought I'd jump on here for a minute. I heard something about Connie, and I thought, well, I'd jump in, piss them
Oh
off.
well, yeah. They were asking me if I knew Rebel City or if I knew Connie or.
I'm back.
I was
Maybe
saying
it's a
those
good thing you don't know him. Maybe it's a good thing you don't know him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No. Look, there's a reason for Drama Dome, Andrew. There's a reason for Andrew going after this guy. He's just a piece of shit. It's the easiest way to put it. He's a piece of shit. Low life.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I like I said, the only time that I think I've seen the name that's like, you know me, I mean, I've got a bad memory on name. I don't remember shit for names anyway. But the only thing I remember seeing the names is I think he was on once with KY and Bud when they were doing the show here. And I think that's about the only time, because I know he hasn't been up on my panels and so forth.
Yeah, the other day, when they were doing the whole restream of the restream, what was it? It wasn't even the other day. It was yesterday. The restream of the restream of the restream. Yeah, that was Connie's channel that they were watching.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah,
Connie
because
makes
I
all these
started
different channels,
restreaming.
and
Yeah, because I
yeah,
started restreaming Drama Dome. Yeah.
Connie makes all these different channels. That's like he had Rebel City Sports or something, and it had nothing to do with sports. It's so fucking
Wow.
stupid.
Well, did
Yeah,
he
it's so
say
fucking
something
stupid.
about he had a whole bunch of channels deleted or something? Or
It's Connie's fault for you know, those channels being deleted. I mean, he shouldn't, you know, restream people's stuff without altering and changing and commenting on it. It's not fair use unless you do some of those things. Yeah.
well, yeah, you've got to have 70% of your own, which is the reason that I don't get struck, is because if I'm going to use somebody's material, I'm going to make sure 70% of it is mine, because that's only fair, and that's why I don't get struck. Or if I do get struck, Big Tummy, what's going on, Big Tummy? Big Tummy Connie lost all of his channels because he's now on a sub tour for 100 Mass Report.
Brian, did you hear about Georgia Guardian?
No, what happened?
Well, he was auditing down in Covington, Georgia, and they arrested him first time, and they still trying to mess with him. They sent when he went to court, and they arrested him and all kinds of stuff, and then they sent a letter to him and another person that lives in Covington, and another activist that lives in Covington. I don't think he's an auditor. I think he's more of an activist. But Georgia Guardian is a and he's an auditor. But and he's got the same letter from I think it's assistant DA, and trying to say that he was, because he had a criminal history, that escalated things even more, and they're just trying to pat themselves on the back. Dirty cops just doing what they can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could be. That's what I was saying. Me and Polly were on, I thought it was something like that. Polly and I did the day. I just couldn't remember the name and so forth.
Yeah, it was, Georgia Guardian. He made a comment like 2 days ago. He hadn't made another stream on it yet. So, but yeah, he was going down the low, go down. Then him and that other guy got on together on panel and going through everything. So, and the letter, I got a copy of the letter because he posted the letter out there on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on his page. You can go to his community page and get it. But it was real eye opening. What they're trying to do is like a 4 or 5 page letter, and so he didn't think the cops did anything wrong. So, like they always back each other up, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Now, if that's a sweet and sugar fake, feel free to do what you want to do with it there, Southern Belle. Sweet and Sugar is a friend of this channel. I don't want anybody using her fake name. So do what you got to do.
Yeah, we have quite a few fakes out there. I will say that Connie makes his own fakes. So he's got a couple of clones, like the Redmond. Although I think that's the real Robert Redmond. He's got his own Robert Redmond. He's got I think he's got his own Swedish Sugar. I don't know. It's comical. It's comical. It's funny.
That's not the real Sweet and Sugar. That Sweet and Sugar wouldn't be saying that shit. So bye-bye.
Did y'all read the new terms of service coming out yet? Did y'all get a notice yet about YouTube for this coming up next year?
No, what's that?
Oh, they changed their a lot of stuff. They're changing a lot of stuff. So around, so updating their terms and conditions. So a community guidelines or standards or whatever you want to call them. They're tightening down the
Uh,
belt.
I think it's standard practice for those guys to go through and make some changes once a year at least. I think I remember them doing this around this time last year. Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's, they're updating certain things, fucking adding
Well,
in some legal mumbo jumbo in there.
yeah, they're like cracking down. I think doing a lot more cracking down. It's going to get worse. So
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been doing a lot of bullshit, and I think they just strap them down.
hmm
Oh, sorry. Somebody just told me that was the real one.
Oh, this is
yeah.
weird. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Hey, Connie, what happened to all your content? It seems to be missing on your page. That's so fucking
What
bad.
happened is,
Well, apparently he got struck the other day. So I think for 7 days he doesn't have his content.
oh, really?
Yep. He wanted to look. You want to go to war with Andrew? Just know that Andrew is God.
That, it's funny because Andrew knows how to get people back. And so if
Yeah.
you attack Andrew, expect that. I'm sorry, Mr. Redmond, I put you back in there. How's that?
Yeah.
Redmond. Robert Redmond. The milkman. Bell's are the real one because I can't see him. The real one had me blocked. Yeah, must be the real one then. I like it when somebody says, that must be the real one because they had me blocked and now I can't see them.
It's been a while since I've been up here, Brian. How are you doing, man? Everything good?
Not too bad. There, I had good days and bad days. Now, once in a while, if you don't see my panel, I could be weak or something. The biggest thing with me is I fuck up and I don't use my oxygen. I get lazy and I don't want to drag my oxygen around. So I don't use my oxygen when I'll go out in the car and go out for a trip or something. And then when I get back, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so freaking tired. And so I don't do a panel for the next day or for that night or whatever. But usually, as long as I don't start thinking I'm, Mr. He-Man and I don't need this and I don't need that, listen to my wife and listen to my doctor, I'm usually okay.
You better listen to your wife, or you'll be wearing the frying pan upside your head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's just a
Okay.
little thing, but she does scare me. So I mean, she is the one who feeds me and puts my pills up. So if I want to make sure I'm getting the right pills, I usually
Them
listen.
cast iron skillets hurt.
Yeah, and that's what she uses too. She's a good cook, but I just wish she didn't have to use quite so thick a pan. Boss, it's hurt,
Yeah. Yeah.
So how have you been there, Asa? I haven't talked to you in quite a while.
Yeah. It's been interesting this past year. Uh, I went from past couple months. I went from going out and recording a lot, editing videos to kind of a panel of my own. I'm tag teaming right now. In the past couple weeks, me and Asmar got together, ASMR audits, and we started to put together a show. I don't know how often because I have a day job, so I always got to be conscious of my sleep. And this past week, I've stayed online way longer than I should have. So definitely need to learn some self discipline. Like right now, I'm a little tired, but not as much as yesterday. Yesterday, I got online and I had it took me a minute to get pumped up and like, all right, I'm good for a show. But getting off at midnight and not going to sleep till 1 or 2 in the morning, Central Time, by the way, I'm Central Time, is not a good thing. So it's a balance thing. Learning how to balance, learning how to say, hey, I've got enough time in 2 to 3 hour shows. Going to be
Yeah.
enough.
Now,
I mean,
everybody knows I don't get along with Kate Peters from Masso Report.
Masshole, yeah.
Yeah, Masso Report. But there's one thing that I've learned from Kate. And if you watch Masso Report, they have a limited amount of shows with a limited amount of time so that they don't burn themselves out. And I think she's smart the way she does that. Um, she's fresh every time you see her show. It's like a fresh show. It's not something that they're basically rewarming up stuff they've already done. So there is a disadvantage to being every day as many hours as you can. So that's why I haven't worried too much that I'm not on every day. That sometimes you just got to catch me when I'm on because it gives me the chance to not only warm up the same shit each time. So you might want to think about that, keeping your shows to a set amount of days and stuff. That's what I'm going to be doing from now on. And again, I hate to say I learned something from Masshole, but it's kind of something if you watch the way they do things.
Well, I'm a disabled combat vet, so my PTSD, flashbacks, depression, anxiety, on guard all the time, um, depression and all that. I stay up. I get 2 hours sleep a day, and that's it. When everybody else is asleep, I'm up. So kind of catnap in the daytime, and that's an everyday thing with me.
Yep. Holly Davidson Fanatics says I'm sexy and I know it. Hey, Stephen Mayo, what's going on, CDK? Packers in the house.
Hell yeah.
KY Packer, feel free to jump right up. KY hasn't been up. I don't know. KY hasn't really been feeling great since he lost his wife. So I haven't been bugging him about coming up on panel too much. But KY, I'm going to start harassing you pretty quick here. Come up on panel at least once in a while, dude. And
Well, hey, KY, hey, Stevie.
even like Budweiser.
I'm gonna have to go.
Budweiser.
I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go carry my dogs out. I got 4 of them. I got that new puppy, and I got a shepherd. I got my service dog and a lab. So, and they'll be barking here soon and disrupting the stream. So I don't want to do that. So.
Well, hey, make a video of your new puppy and bring it up sometime, or bring your puppy up. I'd get a kick out of seeing a new puppy, or make a video of taking him out sometime so everybody can see.
Well, hold on, Brian. Before I go, I'm gonna leave you my email address.
Okay.
So you email me, I can send you pictures of her. I got pretty good pictures of her.
Sure. Steven has 7 dogs. Like golden retrievers, I think. Are they golden retrievers, Steven? Hey, Kayla, what's up, buddy? Lulu, epic.
Well, she comes up the new puppy. She comes up to past my knee, and she's only 2 months old, and she got some very big paws. And my shepherd backs down from her, so she's the dominant female, and he's supposed to be dominant, but 2 dominants, and he's kind of scared of her. He don't even want to go past the gate to go outside to use the bathroom on a leash.
Okay, everybody, Epic Cop Watch tonight at 9:00. That's now, is that Eastern or is that Atlantic time? They're Epic. He's got a show tonight at 9:00. So y'all want to make sure that you're subscribed to Epic and run over there and check them guys out. And again, you also want to make sure that you're subscribed to AC. AC, you should throw your link in there. You're a mod, right?
I don't know. Let me check. But it is to my backup channel because that backup channel is where I'm going to be doing the panel
Where,
stuff,
wherever
panel
you're doing your
show.
panel stuff, what's going on there?
Yeah. It's just because I want to keep stuff separated. I want to keep things. There's my 1A stuff, and then there's my online drama shit.
Cool. Yeah,
It's look,
so
my thing is not quite drama dome. I don't think it is. But there is some stuff that does go down. So I don't want to hide it and say, hey, it's not a drama channel. It's a little bit of everything. It's very I mean Michelle Bruce, right? You've seen it, right?
Yeah,
I
I think I
want to
have.
say you want to say you were in chat a couple times.
Yeah,
Um
I think I have.
so like I said, I mean it's a little bit of everything, but let me get
Yeah,
it
he's right.
back.
It's pretty. AC's right. It's pretty cool. I like his channel sometimes. It's a little bit of everything, here and there.
okay, troll. Josh was here a little earlier. I don't know if he's lurking in the background, but he was here a little earlier. But yeah, whatever you're doing, whatever you want to throw for links up, AC, feel free to do so. Anybody who's got a channel who wants to throw the link up is feel free to do so. Well,
Yeah, I don't have a wrench.
you don't have a wrench. Let me throw you a wrench. Can you tap something
Yeah,
in there?
I don't have one either.
Yeah, I just put something in there.
Yeah, I don't have one either, so I won't be able to put one in the room. But
Go ahead and tap something. Again, the guys that lost their wrenches, if you didn't lose it because of any reason, only because people aren't coming in, and again, the guy, that's the only reason that. Okay. All right, tuna. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
well, we'll go ahead and go. Brian and Lulu and Mr. AC there beside me. Pretty
Yes,
cool
sir.
guy. Pretty cool guy.
There's
And
FB Tuna. I was wondering where the hell FB Tuna was. I was about to call him and harass the shit out of him. He wasn't in there.
Tuna's pretty cool too.
S. Graham, how you doing, S. Graham? Jim, Busby, what's going on? I have to say hi to these people. Otherwise, they'll give me a hard time.
Yeah. Hello, everybody inside chat that I hadn't said before.
Yeah, you're in the authority check. You're a mod now, so you can throw it in. But yeah,
Cool.
if you haven't modded to authority check, get a chance, run over there and mod to that. I mean, to subscribe to his channel and hit that bell so you get notifications. Jim. Okay, Jim, you can turn your thing off unless you want to be on. Hey, Jim, what's up?
Oh, not much.
What are you up to?
I can't hear you too good.
No, go ahead. I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to jump in and say hi to everybody.
Good having you.
When is the next V for Vets coming up?
Bud Grower.
Yes.
Bud Grower. Bud Grower's in the chat right now. Bud Grower, can you put something in there? When's your next V for Vets? Don't they come up on Wednesday? Don't they do Wednesday shows or something? I know they do shows all the time, but I think they've been busy or something. Hey, Bud, why don't you come up for a minute and just talk about your shows and stuff? When your shows are either Bud or here's KY.
What's up, KY?
Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I appreciate it. Y'all
Yeah,
take
Hey,
care.
man, how you doing?
Hey, Nemi.
Hey, Nemi.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
Not much. Hey, KY, can you?
I thought
can
Josh
you,
was here, but he's not.
No, KY, can you let them know when your next show's coming up? Your V for Vets is going to come up here sometime.
Bud would want to talk to Jim Busby and discuss that. So if he would call Bud back, or I'll have Bud call him. That's what we want to discuss. He sent him a message, but we didn't get a reply. So maybe they crossed wires somewhere, but
Well, for anybody else that's waiting for one of your shows or whatever, because I've had somebody else tell me that they are wondering when your next shows are going to be. Do you have a plan as to when you're going to be having regular shows yet, or?
Bud has been pretty sick. So
Oh yeah,
here he
that's
is
what I
now.
figured. Bud.
Here he is now.
Hey,
Oh,
Bud,
hold
how
on.
you doing? I know you've been pretty sick, and that's why you haven't been having shows. But do you have any idea as to when you're going to start having some regular shows, or? I mean,
Yes, actually, we are actually Jim up. One reason it came up is we're gonna have a show with Jim coming up here soon, within a week. We, like you said, I just got my medicine, my heart medicine, and my insulin, and I'm still. It's gonna take a few because it took a while to get the medicine, but I am
yeah,
getting better. And like you had mentioned it, and we want to let again, Brian. I understand the whole thing with the wrench. That's only fair. So you don't have to keep worried about us. If you don't come to a room, you shouldn't have a wrench. I mean, there's no reason to have the wrench, and I haven't been going really much of anywhere.
Brandon.
So you don't have to worry about me. But we are getting things going now, and we finally have now talked to the attorneys about our LLC. Learned a lot of new things. You
And a
know, we had
501c3.
right. There's like franchise taxes we weren't aware of. So we will be officially filing our LLC January 1st.
Otherwise, we're going to pay $850 tax
On
for
just on the
basically
LLC.
for basically having 10 days worth of LLC for
Right.
this year, and that's just ludicrous. Yeah.
That's just the tax. Then of course there's the the money that requires to set it up. So our lawyer has got it. What did she say it was? She has it under some status that as soon as January 1st comes.
Delayed.
Referral. Right. And then she was really great. Apparently some of her family members are vets, her father and one of her sons. So she is going to include under her, she's going to do this for us. She's going to do the EIN number for us.
oh, cool.
And that will save us money right there. And she's going to do one of the initial filings for the articles of incorporation.
Hold on a sec. I just want to say hi to Frontline America. Frontline America again is another one that really does a lot for veterans and other groups. So I want to appreciate Frontline America for coming in and stopping in and saying hi.
Yeah, I got.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh no, that's perfectly. And so we spent today, and she got all the information. She's gonna fill out and send the form over for the final sign. She was able to make sure that because California is a completely different. The rules are a lot different. One of them actually benefited us. I mean, apparently, since California is an open book on everything else, they do, however, allow you to file this stuff.
Your articles of incorporation are private.
Are private.
Okay.
Yes, that's because everything else is not. All you need to do is look up any corporation or anything in California, and it's completely transparent.
Yep.
The board numbers, names, and
yep.
And so that's where we are with that.
Filing. Yeah, any of the filing, the actual filing that goes out each year is public.
Except for
charities, right?
Your articles of incorporation where your board members are listed are private. That's the only exception.
The only exception. We even tried Kentucky and I can't remember where else she said she looked.
Connecticut.
Yeah, a few places, and they found out California worked out to be the best.
Yep.
So,
okay, well that's good because we, every now and then we have somebody ask if we've heard, because I know, like I said, I said to people that I knew you were still sick, and I knew you guys were still working on it. And I tried to touch base with you guys every now and then to find out where you guys are. Not because we're checking up on you, just because we have so many people that are asking how things are going. I just want to be able to keep people abreast of what's happening and so forth.
Yes,
And
she told us she's been really, really busy,
yep,
and she's sorry she didn't get back. It's been almost 2 weeks since the last contact we had with her. We were getting ready to go somewhere else if we didn't hear from her, but yes, they're now we're moving forward, and she's helping us, and now we're down from 1,700 down to like 1,450 or 1,600 somewhere in there for the fees. So
yep.
It's exciting. I won't lie. We this is something we've worked on quite a while now to get to that point where we're actually legit. So with all the
Yeah.
delays and stuff, Brian, we're still moving forward.
Yeah, well, it's good. I mean, it's a time. I know it's a time-consuming thing, especially with you've had your health issues and KY. You lost your wife and so forth. That you've had a lot of stuff happen this fall. That's just kind of got stuck in between you and what you've been trying to get done. So, but hopefully you can get everything sewed up and start doing what you guys want to do. Now, are you home now? Bud, or are you
Yes,
still
I am still home. The
okay?
my
Good.
nurse, God bless her, the one that's going to go out and help the homeless, comes to my house, so I don't have to
Yeah.
go in. But they're waiting for the blood work. But the infection is curtailed. It's no longer
Yeah.
an issue at the moment. So I'm getting better, and that's why we're working on doing it. I will admit to you, Brian, there's no way at this particular moment I could physically walk out and pass out food to anyone. My health is nowhere near that good, but in a couple weeks, maybe so. So
Well, at least you can you can
they
get
can
your
go out. We can get somebody else hopefully.
articles of incorporation done. You can
Yes.
get all that stuff done, get set up, and that's what most people are are looking for is to have you guys get set up so that they can make the donations and so forth. So that's good that you're moving forward on that. So that's good to hear.
in order to
Yeah.
get our business account, we have to have our EIN. To have the
Right.
EIN, we have to have the rest done. So that's what's been holding things up.
Yeah.
Well, that and she said to us today was the first day she called me back. I'd sent her several emails, and because of COVID, they work at home.
What happened?
Mhm.
So that's why she's been very tied up with her.
Yeah.
But she said that now she's clear and she's on top of it, and
Yeah.
you know,
Now, I don't know if Frontline would like to come up and introduce himself, or if Stephen would like to. I see a lot of stuff in here about Frontline. If somebody wants to come up and say, just because everybody's probably saying, "What is Frontline America?" Um, feel free to come up. What I know of Frontline America is that they do a lot for, I believe it to be the veterans and so forth. I know Stephen has talked to me about them a few times, and speaks very highly of the gentleman. So hopefully he's a new member and he's a new subscriber, and every now and then we'll hear from him because I know that he has a YouTube channel. I haven't had a chance to check it out that much yet, but we'll have to look into it and see what he's doing. Um, Hopefully we can, it'd be nice to have a nice network system so that we can, keep the smaller people who are trying to help out connected to the larger people who are trying to help out, so that they can at least get information and that sort of stuff would be good. Crazy Dingo, how you doing, Crazy Dingo?
In regards to helping the veteran that was beat up in Alaska, he asked for your email, Stephen. I gave it to him. He wants to contact you. So I gave it to him. We were on panel with him last night. We were talking with him. And watched his video about how they harassed and just it was just bad. It was bad. He wasn't a passenger, wasn't even driving, and it's just terrible what they did. But anyway, I gave him your email, so he said he was trying to find out. I said, "Oh, I have it. I'm sure I won't get in trouble for giving out Steven's email because I guess Steven had offered him help, but there was been no contact between the two. Say I offered your email.
Yeah, Ruthlin says that vets, homeless, and border jumpers, he has a lot to do with. So that's good. Crazy Dingo, thanks for coming in, Crazy Dingo. Crazy Dingo and I have in the past not always seen eye to eye on stuff, but I respect what he has to say. So it's nice that he's coming in here. Thank you for asking about my family. They were doing fine. I'm doing fine now. So thank you for stopping in. Feel free to come up on the panel anytime. But yeah, it's good to have these bigger people that you guys can at least network with and find out information on, because for what you guys will be able to learn off and stuff like that, it's nice. And Stephen is such a he's such a amount of knowledge about different stuff because he's worked, doing the veterans and so forth that, hopefully you guys get it set up properly and get moving along and because I know you guys have a lot of hopes and hopefully you can get things straightened around and get up and moving, because I know once Bud gets feeling healthy, he's going to want to be right back out there jumping around.
Oh yeah,
and hopefully staying out of the swamp, staying out of the gutter, because he tends to like to get right down there in the shit and
Apparently so.
I mean, no, wait a
Brian.
minute. That's
talk about getting down in the trenches, huh?
yeah. Now I've got to explain what that's about. Now, or do you want to explain it, Bud, about how you got your infection? Go ahead and explain that, Bud, about how you got your infection.
Well, they had chased. Graham had taken us, where he lived, taking us out to see these vets that had been, chased out of where they were, and there were still a handful of them down in this drainage ditch. Well, I've got the film of that, which you guys got to see it. It's like something out of a horror film where these people were living, where they had shoved them into. So I followed Furry, Ice Cold Audits, Tommy Wood and them down to interview the vets that were all the way down in, because they went even further to make sure the cops wouldn't bother them. Well, they had dumped their potty loos and stuff all in this one little area. I mean, with needles and everything else. And where I went, there was a little teeny stream. It was easy to step over, but when I followed Ice and them, it became the whole puddle. I tried to jump over it. I can't jump, and I landed in it. And honestly, guys, I'm old. I walked through mud, walked through grass, walked through all kind of water, never once in my life. But I had open plasma wounds, so it absorbed right into my blood. And I got 6 major infections from it.
You nearly died, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. I didn't realize I was that sick until I got to the hospital, and then it got worse and worse. Septic turned into MRSA, turned into necrophiliitis. They kept pumping all kind of, and that's where I am now. They just recently got me off of the meds, but I didn't have insurance, so they let me go home without my medicine, my blood pressure or my diabetes medicine. So my levels went out of control, and that's why I've been sick. And then, of course, without my medicine, the swelling goes back in the legs. That's, how it is, dude. You don't take care of yourself properly, you end up paying the price. I can't really whine too much, guys. I mean, if I'd have been in better shape, or maybe had my diabetes levels under control, or fought harder to get the Medi-Cal, but when they canceled it, there's too much paperwork and crap. I didn't want to deal with it. I'm honest. I just didn't want to deal with it. It was just too much. They lost my paperwork. So that was my fault. If I'd have gone in and had that medicine, this probably wouldn't have been as much of an issue, Brian. So bottom of the moral of the story is I got to start paying more attention to, which, by the way, guys, shows just how bad these vets have it. I mean, for the love of God, this is one of the things that they had problems with the vets outside of LA and the vet encampment that they finally moved into the VA center. And one of the reasons they did that is 2-3 months prior to that, a lady had died from similar causes of what I got. So they were forced to go out there and do some testing, and they found some really nasty stuff in the water out there that these vets were living there. So they have now moved them onto the VA property, put plumbing out there, well, not plumbing, but, parloos.
Porta potties, yeah.
Right. And, and done that. But this nonsense that you just turn your back and walked away and like, I told some guy, he says, what do you expect us to do? I said, I don't care anything. I really just don't care anymore. It's just whatever you can do. I mean, we're doing it. You're doing it, Brian. We're all doing it. None of us are, most of us don't have gobloads of money. Hell, I'm going to be homeless here in 2 months. We're still out there doing it. This is not an issue that has to stay this way. But as for the issue with the diseases and stuff, they're finding typhoid. This is the latest problem that I read. They're finding typhoid in the water in some of these encampments and stuff. And if that's the case, then what you were talking about here is not just an issue you can turn your back on and say, screw it, it's not my problem. It is. It's now your problem.
These diseases, if it's not now, it could be very soon.
And serious. And I mean, for a country that just basically got deballed and then wears masks and is afraid to go outside the door, you don't have to see a problem with the diseases that are floating around our vets. I mean, any homeless, not just vets, but any homeless. That's why it has to be stopped just for that reason alone. I mean, the diseases that are festering in these waters. Look at me. Damn, all I did was walk in it. That's it. I don't live in it. And here I am. I almost died. So, we are, like I said, this is an exciting time for us because me and KY and S Graham and Stevie Mao and Bill Admin, man, we're just going forward. We don't care anymore. We're just going to keep going forward with this because we're either going to make it or we're going to sink. I mean, a lot of people have come forward and said that as soon as we get our EIN number, they're going to, they can help us out. They can donate to these. And, everyone, of course, it's not just us is whining about the pay pool disaster, in my opinion, but so we did the only other thing we could do, stop taking donations and freeze it until we can get this business account up, which will be totally legit. And then we'll have another transparent way of showing people.
Yeah.
So it's exciting, Brian, and I appreciate you letting us come up and tell people about it. And I just have one little thing to say, though, and I know I've been talking about. I love you, Lulu. It's so good to see you. There you go. Now it's just all back to you.
Well, the biggest thing that we can do as a panel and so forth is just, awareness to make people aware that there are groups like you, groups like Frontline, groups like, Stephen Musel and his daughter Ruth, that are trying to do things. That's the best thing that we can do is, we don't try to raise money. We just try to raise awareness. And if I can make the right people aware, that you're there and they can get help or they can help. Either way, I'm just happy that we're here to do something.
Love you too, bud.
Hey, Lou.
See,
I had to get that in there.
See, I thought you were asleep, Lou.
No. I'm listening. It's just that me. I'm on 7%, so I'm charging my phone.
I was gonna brag that I was the only panel that she was on that she wasn't so low percentage on, and now she ruined it for me.
Sorry.
Lulu.
Yes.
Lulu, why? I was trying to figure out why you're being quiet with me. Maybe
Oh,
it's
hi,
because I
AC.
didn't go, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, baby.
Hello,
Lulu.
I want to talk about something that Frontline.
Hi, KY.
About what Frontline just brought up and so forth, and that is, in the past,
Hey, AC.
in the past, you guys
Jim.
Hi, Jim.
had some issues where
Hi,
people were
Lulu.
talking about marijuana, talking about smoking marijuana and that sort of stuff. And you guys have put a stop to that now, right?
Well, yeah, that was on the Upstate Bud Show. That was never on the KY and Bud Show on your channel. That was always on Upstate Audits and my show. That
Yeah,
was where that all
I
came
want
from.
to talk about because Frontline just mentioned that.
Well, right. No, I'm
And-
saying that Stephen Musial and you both came up, and ever since that day that he came up and said that stopped, I went off and started our V for Vets. We have completely removed that. We took that advice because it was about getting donations to feed the vets, not about us. So I completely removed myself from that. But yeah, I was never a part of V for Vets. We've never had that issue on V for Vets, nor was it on so much on your channel either, Brian. The time when the Traveling Bud and KY show did that come up on one of our shows because of the panel we were on, but that had nothing to do with NNE. So I'm
right,
very
and,
happy.
and I think you stopped that from the time that I told you, look, and again, I wasn't trying to get you off of my show, but I told you, look, you guys need to concentrate on your show and so forth. I think that's kind of the time that I started noticing that you didn't have. Hold on, hey, Josh, can you show me a face to tell me what you run? That was the time that most of that stuff came off and so forth. Was that so? I just wanted to bring that up and question it and so forth.
And the advice was from Stephen and you were on point and exactly correct. We just started we were growing. Once we realized that we need to take it more serious, we we've taken all the advice we've got really. I mean, we're doing as much as we can as fast as we can, and we're very appreciative. Whoa.
Yeah, well,
Very appreciative.
Ryan says that he's been there 3 times and it was an issue, and so if it has stopped, he'd stop back in again.
Oh,
So,
there goes the neighborhood. There's that AFA guy here.
yeah, but so Frontline, that's good to hear.
Thank
I'm
you,
sure they
Frontline.
appreciate a fourth opportunity.
Yes, I would
And you wanna
appreciate
say hi to
another
Josh?
chance.
Or the king. I think that's a crown, the king.
No, it's the Joker. It looks
Yes.
like.
Tis I, tis the king.
Is him. How is him?
He's very
Well,
shaken. He's very
what's that?
shaken. He went up. The king had a confrontation with the very embodiment of tyranny, not but 1 hour ago.
Wow.
Oh, who is that?
Brian, it's scary. I don't know. Is this a safe place? Can we talk here?
Oh, safe place. Go ahead.
I met the nozzle Nazi.
The nozzle Nazi.
Yes, he's a man whose sole job is to protect the sanctity of gas stations to make sure people park the correct facing way. And I filmed a video,
You filmed a
as only
video
I could do.
of
The only
facing
one
the
I have.
right way.
It says invalid, didn't it?
Yeah. I might have did it wrong.
Yeah, it's
If you want to try
it's pretty good.
try it.
What are you doing?
No, I tried it on my phone yesterday. It said the same thing. I'll have to redo
Hey,
it. a couple days.
KY, hold on. KY, could you
That's all right. Just my son asked me about a
yeah, oh,
password.
okay. All right. No, I just
gonna
didn't
jump
want you
down,
to say
guys.
something you didn't want to have on
No, I wasn't going to give my Netflix password online.
What is the
that-
Netflix password? Mine is expired because I was busy for the past 15 months.
I would say I've been stealing somebody else's, so if you want to say what it is, go ahead.
I'm still using Brian's.
8675309.
Well, the one I'm using
Hey,
is my
guys.
brother-in-law's, so I don't.
I have the Netflix password. OICU 812.
Yeah. So yeah, Frontline,
I-
like I said, that's good. We're glad that you'll get a chance to stop in. Again, they're working on getting things, put together the way it should be. I think that once they get everything put together, you'll find there'll be a decent enough. But hopefully, you guys can get everything done. So So I've got to hear. I mean, you can't come in and just tell us about the nozzle Nazi without explaining more about it. Is that? I mean, I'm sure this is something that you put on your site already. Did you do it live or?
No, I have not done it live. It's a very scary thing. I don't know if people want to see it. I can give you perhaps a sneak preview.
If you want to give us a sneak preview, and then we'll just send them over to yours, so they can see it over there. We can do that.
Yes, I'm going to send you, Brian. Now, please, don't be frightened. Okay?
Can you just put it up on
I sent it to you on Facebook Messenger.
Facebook Messenger? Let's see if we can find it.
Now, this is
Real
just
quick,
a preview.
Real quick, guys, I just want to say, Brian, I appreciate you having me up here. I'm gonna jump down. I got some other stuff to go and stir up. Lulu, how you doing?
Why are you leaving so soon?
I got a show I got to put together for later.
Oh, okay.
So I got to take care of that.
Okay, it was
But
nice
anyways,
seeing you.
guys,
Well,
y'all
do me
have
a
a good
favor.
one.
Mention my name. Tell people to come over and subscribe, share, hit the button, whatever. You know the routine.
Yeah, I do. Hell yeah,
And,
I'll do that.
And again, he's already got his link up there. So anybody wants to come over and hit his link and go over and check that out. Now I'm about to start this nozzle. So what are you going to be entitling this so everybody will know what to look for? The nozzle or what is it?
Well, there's some other footage that'll be brought in. It's going to be the cart Nazi and the nozzle Nazi strike back and defend America.
I had one
longer
quick
clip
question.
is the first part.
I had one quick question. You said you were going to do a live between 7:30 and 8. I assume you mean PM?
Yes, Eastern Standard Time, PM tomorrow,
PM,
7:30
okay. Because
to
you just
11.
said around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I assumed it wasn't in the morning.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing in my life right now. So.
That's right. Yeah, that would be too early for the people on the West Coast.
Well, you ain't seeing him at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I knew that.
Josh, we've never met before, but I'm Bud Grower. Nice to meet you.
What's up, buddy? Nice to meet you too.
Hey, Josh. Okay. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
All right,
tell me.
Different day.
Do you want to set this up, Josh?
A video was filmed 2 years ago titled "The Cart Nazi," where a guy having a mental breakdown was pushing carts around, cutting people off, and giving people directives. And I went to a gas station tonight, and this guy was refusing people service and kicking them off the pumps because the cars were not facing the correct way for his specification. So I whipped out my camera, and I put myself in harm's way, and found out he was just defending our American way of freedom.
Okay, here we go.
Brian, you got no sound, buddy.
Hold on. Let's try this
when you
again.
share, yeah, I don't know.
I shared it. Let me try it again. It's supposed to automatically do it. We'll try it again.
Did you hit the button in the bottom left corner?
Yeah, that's always there.
Okay.
Oh, the sound is clicked off on your bottom right, buddy. I can see it.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was like, why is it? I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong.
The pump Nazi. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pump Nazi. He will not authorize your pump if you park a direction he does not like. He's coming our way. Are we safe? Oh, here he goes again. He's telling them they must move. We have to hide because no gas pump will be molested undoingly on his watch. Ladies and gentlemen, they want everyone to park the same way. No car can be facing the wrong direction. I feel like America is a little bit safer tonight. Thank you for your service, Nozzle Man. I bravely
I want to
approached
thank
him.
you for your service and God bless you. I don't know why these people can't just park the right way. Doing a great job. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for your service. The pump Nazi.
There is a second clip as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Where
this is
I'm
the pump
also in
Nazi. He
harm's
will not
way.
authorize your pump if you park a direction he does not like. He's coming our way. Are we safe? Oh, here he goes again.
I think you got to click the other clip, Brian. There's another short one. It's like 19 seconds. But it's like a 5-minute video. I put it together with the other shit. The guy had a meltdown. But everyone was safe. We all walked away from it.
Hey, Josh, whatever happened to No Name?
What happened to him? He's alive, isn't he?
Well,
Is he
I guess I
alive?
haven't seen him, and I haven't. You guys kind of split up there and had some words, I think, and I haven't seen you guys no more. Except I seen you doing a few audits here, but I haven't seen No Name.
Well, I was in prison. I couldn't talk to him, but I got out. We are now again best friends. I'm a moderator on his channel, and the world will bend the knee to No Name Audits and News New England and AFA. Brian and I spent the morning sipping lattes, talking about our friendship past.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it, man. I heard your the chick that used to come on and talk about you a little bit. I've seen some of those, but as No Name has got a channel up himself, then, right?
Yes, he does. It's one of the greatest channels in America, and if you have not yet subscribed, you are doing yourself a disservice.
Well, I haven't run into any videos from him, so as soon as I
think
do,
he put
I'll
up a
subscribe
live
to
yesterday. I think he put up a live yesterday. He's under a different name now. It's not Audits. It's something else.
Oh, but it's No Name, right?
Yeah, it's still No Name.
Okay.
Yeah, No Name Audits, right?
I think it's No Name News or something.
Oh, No Name News now. That's right, No Name News. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure we get that done correctly this time. Don't screw that up. All right, here we go.
Gentlemen, we salute the nozzle Nazi. Oh, wait. Oh, someone's parking away he doesn't like. You will not park away he doesn't like. God bless you. Gentlemen, we salute the nozzle Nazi.
That's basically
Oh, wait. Oh,
There's some
someone's
videos
parking away he
couldn't
doesn't
show
like.
you just yet.
You will not park away he doesn't like. God bless you. Gentlemen, we salute the nozzle Nazi.
You can hear Mama AFA in the background
someone's
having a
parking away he
meltdown
doesn't
over
like.
it.
You will not park away he doesn't like. God bless you. Gentlemen, we salute the nozzle Nazi. Oh, wait.
This is better the
someone's
fifth time
parking away he
around.
doesn't like. You will not park away he doesn't like. God bless you.
Groundbreaking news. There you have it. We're safe. I hope you feel safer.
I do.
So, Brian, how are you today, sir? Well, I'm doing good, thank you. It's been a long time since I've seen you there, AFA.
I was
I was
sitting
going
here
to answer
talking
for you.
sitting here talking with my mute button on, which is something that I do often.
Yeah.
So, are you as excited as I that our best friendship has been restored and rejuvenated?
I'm happy you're out. I'm happy that we're going to be doing what we used to do. Again, is you and I are still having some talks and so forth. Josh and I hopefully are going to be able to have a decent relationship to where we can how do you
Be
say
best friends. Be best
yeah,
friends.
something like that. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
best friend, but we can still
No,
get
I would
along.
say you're right. That was an understatement. We're going to be the best friends that have ever been best friends.
Keep trying, Josh. Keep trying.
No, I saw. Oh, did you guys see the video of No Name crying? That's what rejuvenated my friendship with him. Did you see that video, Brian? I will not say the name of the channel that put it out because I hate them with a dying passion. However, they put a video about No Name crying, and he's like, "Oh, I miss Josh. My best friend's gone, and to the gallows." It was a beautiful thing, and it rejuvenated our friendship. So
I
hopefully
saw
one day,
that
Brian.
one. I saw that one. Is that the one where he kept taking his sunglasses off to see if he was crying yet?
Yes, no, he was. He was.
That
We gave
was,
him pepper.
yeah, I was wondering whether the pepper was not working right or what was wrong, but
No Name is a master in his craft, and even an Oscar award winner can't just cry on cue. I think we just have to throw him a bone.
yeah. Well, and again, it was a windy day, and it probably was drying up the tears as they were coming out. So
He was uncrying because he's powerful enough that when the tear drops, he can pull it back.
yeah, but the one thing that I'll say that Josh and I have an agreement on is if Josh does anything bad, I'm going to talk about it, and if I do anything good, he's going to talk about it because I
There's
know
going to be a
what.
lot of talking about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So there's probably going to be a lot talking back. And Josh, everybody knows Josh and I, like to fight as much as we like to be friends. So I'm sure there's going to be the fighting that there's always
I mean,
used
not
to
really.
be.
We left. We left best of friends. I never had an issue with you. In fact, the last time I talked to you, we were both pretty clear that we were friends, and then there was like misinformation put out that I somehow put a knife to a kid's throat in an unarmed robbery, and I didn't know that there could be weapons in an unarmed robbery. And then so.
Well, so that's what happens when you read reports.
Well, here's the problem: is that are we reading the accurate reports? Because I have the grand jury minutes in which the kid couldn't identify me because he never actually saw me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, see, that's what happens when you get in between police reports and court reports. Is
No Name
you
said
get.
I was charged with armed robbery and it was amended. I have my Corey report from the Board of Probation. I was charged with unarmed robbery. I took a plea for unarmed robbery.
Yeah.
That's why I did 2 to 3 years. If you put a knife to someone's throat, you go away for a long time.
Now I've got to ask you. Now, last night, Masshole report said that you're currently in the halfway house, waiting for release. Now, are you home or are you in the halfway? Because I'm sure everybody's wondering because Masshole put that out. So just curiosity.
Well, here's the thing. Let's go.
You
with what
can't believe
has to
Masshole.
say.
They've been wrong about everything.
Oh, I
Here's the
don't
thing.
believe Mass.
So I had a long talk with No Name yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, we believe that you were going to be out in 2023 because we had the sentencing guidelines. The sentencing guidelines would release me in 2023 had I not had a year credit before the case. The sentencing guidelines can't account for statutory or mandatory good time, right?
And that's what we were going by was what the sentencing
Original parole
guidelines.
date was in October 4th, and there was COVID and there was another snag. But here's another thing that's not on a FOIA request: reentry and release plan. So you can see a parole decision. It takes about 6 months to get. So they didn't get that parole decision. But what you can't see is a private release plan, whether I go to my house or whether I go to the Man in the Moon's place to stay for the night to hang out with an alligator. They can't see that shit. So to even report on any such a thing is ridiculous. They would not have access to that information. They couldn't. They wouldn't. So I mean, that's the thing. Like, people.
Well, and that's the thing that we looked at was we looked at what the sentencing guideline, what your actual sentencing was, and it didn't say anything about how you were going to be released, that you were going to be released from the halfway. So that's why when they said that, we were surprised, and I was like, wow, maybe someday we'll get a chance to talk to Josh, and
and then the other thing was, Brian, is that you said that, oh, I wasn't aware of his record. I mean, and Heidi said, oh, I didn't know about his record. You lied. If someone doesn't do their research, that's not me lying. I did an entire live stream that is still up where I literally went through every page of my court, went over every charge, and I even made a comment about how 87% of everything I've been charged with has been dismissed or beaten through the court process. So the fact that I didn't disclose my record, everyone knows, it's common knowledge, the entirety of my record from onset. And I know that we had conversations, and I talked to Richard, and he remembers the conversation. We were out for dinner. We were out to dinner at a restaurant in Maine, and I was talking about how, when I go away to do this, right, if I was to do the full time, that's not bad because I got I got about 5 years on and off doing jail time anyway. So my record was never a secret to the public. And it's not my fault Heidi didn't watch the video. No one, she can't be upset. I didn't lie to her because she didn't watch the right content. But my information in my past was present to you, and you were aware of it. Richard was aware of it. No Name was sure as hell aware of it. I had a long conversation with him last night. We spoke for hours driving between different states about the charges that I have, because he was asking based on my opinion and what I had to deal with, what his sentencing guideline was going to look like if he got caught up in probation with an issue. So my past was never a secret. So when there was conversations like, oh, well, I didn't know what Josh's past was. Like that's bullshit. You knew right from the get-go, and the rest of the world did too, because I put that video out when I had less than 10,000 subscribers at my record.
Hold on, I got somebody coming up. Can I see your face? Okay, all right. Well, I know you haven't been around, but we've been getting a lot of porn bombs, so that's why we're being so careful.
It's me. It's not a porn
Yeah, I
bomb.
know. I just say that a lot of people have been porn bombing.
Jake's another person. Jake, let me ask you a question. Was it news to you that I had a criminal record?
Oh no, everybody knew you had a criminal record. It was a lot. Some people didn't know each and every item on your criminal record, or how some stuff, which I didn't. I mean, I never bothered pulling your record and looking at everything that was on that record. You and I never talked about everything that was, included and so forth. So there was stuff in there that I saw. And again, this is stuff that we don't need to talk online. You and I can talk about it later on. That I didn't know. When you read a
record, Brian, so if I have an 87% rate of beating the process, right? Let's say, for example, my record is 15 pages. But let's say, for example, I then have a half a page of actual convictions. So now we're saying that I should be judged because I went through the process and was able to win through the judicial process on the cases that I did beat, on the cases that were dismissed. That defeats the very American way.
What you and I talk about, if you and I talk about issues, and you can make me understand that what I'm reading is not what actually
I couldn't do
happened.
That. You formulated an opinion based on people that were giving you misinformation.
That's why I say
you hear something, and then
that's why I say you and I are going to talk about this, and that's why I said you and I have already spoken a little bit, and we said we're going to speak again, and so forth, and we'll go from there. Now, do I think that I'm going to be in a situation where I don't think that you can explain away? No, I'm sure that there's probably most of that stuff you can explain it to where I can understand it. It's not quite what I thought it was, but
there's not much to understand. If you have access to here's what I think happens is people will send screenshots of documents, they'll send screenshots of things, but if you actually looked at these documents, then we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, because it literally says right next to the charge, it'll either say committed or it will say dismissed, right? So you would know just by looking at it that if it's dismissed, it's, and the other thing is I started my channel after these charges were fought, so that's another part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
that's why
I never got
that's why I said
we went by the court of public opinion before we asked me. Now I understand you went from thinking that I was going to be coming home relatively soon, and then you get some bullshit news that I was going to be home in 2023. Surprise, it's 2 years earlier.
That doesn't make any difference. You know me better than that. You know me, whether somebody's getting out today or somebody's getting out tomorrow. If I get a problem with them, I'm going to say it the time that I got the problem with it. I don't care when someone's getting out. I mean, I had been told for a month that you were getting out in December, but nobody said.
I don't know who told you I was getting out in
what's that?
Actually, no, I was supposed to get out. I was supposed to originally get out October 4th. October 4th was my original date.
Okay, well, originally I heard August. I'm sorry, September, and then later on I heard it was December. So it wasn't that I didn't know that you were that I thought you possibly couldn't be getting out early, because I had heard that. And then when we got the sentencing thing, and it said, I mean, the one from Indiana, and Indiana said that your probation starts there, 2023, after your release from Massachusetts.
Right, because you have to. It's the way when courts accept plea arrangements, right? There's no way to guarantee or bank on a fact that you're going to get parole, right? They don't bank on that. They bank on your original rap date before any other good time is factored in. My rap date right now is in about 6 months, right? Not in 2023. This case is over with at that point, right? So this is what happens when you go down the I mean, if any of that information was accurate, I would be. And here's the other thing, just to clarify.
By the way, hi,
So
D. John.
when I do things right, I do things right. When I do things wrong, these things need to be addressed. I did not take pleas in Indiana to gain a parole decision because the trial dates for those issues fell before my parole hearing, right? The reason I took these plea deals is because I broke the law. I went into, now I didn't read enough into this. If I had just filmed my video, for example, with Floyd, I filmed the video, and as soon as he was let out of handcuffs, we walked away. Problem is done. That's not where the video ended. The video ended when we were in the car, and we were talking, and a woman approached me, and she said, oh, well, you know, these cops do a good job. And I said, that's why I filmed this video, because I knew you guys would call. And you know what? They didn't do a good job. They did the wrong thing. That's where I broke the law. It is not illegal to film, right? I can't be responsible for if people call 911, but I stated that the reason I did that was expecting the police to respond, right? That is how I violated the 911 service. Number one. The other case in Madison, Indiana, impersonating a public servant, right? So when you impersonate a police officer, you have to give an order, number one, and you have to identify yourself as a police officer in either way. So I can say, I'm a cop, put your hands on your head, or put your hands on your head, I'm a cop, right? I said she was under citizen's arrest, but when the police officer, now 99 out of 100 times, I'm going to get these cops. I know what I'm doing. I'm a wordsmith, and I'm going to get them. However, I told her she was detained, and the cop said, well, I'm not going to accept her arrest. Who are you to put her? I said, this is a citizen's arrest. He said, well, you can't put her under arrest. I said, how can you tell me that? I'm the arresting officer. So I told her she was under arrest. And because I used that verbiage, the arresting officer, what I meant was,
that's what I think, Doc, the arresting
I'm the
officer.
citizen that's making the arrest. Because
Right.
the word officer was used,
Yep.
I broke the law. So what kind
Yep.
of shitbag auditor would I be if I'm out here and 9 out of 10 times I'm right and I'm killing it and I'm putting out good content and I'm owning these cops. But that one time, all I had to do was take it to the hoop. I can guarantee you they were dropped to misdemeanors, Brian. I could have taken a plea on both. They were misdemeanors, right?
Now,
I
I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. Now, you did a video, which is down now, I believe, about Floyd when Floyd took a plea deal, and you were upset that Floyd took the plea deal, that he should have never
Right.
took a plea deal. It doesn't look good for auditors. Auditors should never
Right.
take deals.
Right.
And now you've taken 2 plea deals. Do you feel that that you owe Floyd an apology? And
Absolutely not.
Why?
Why would I? Because he didn't break the law. I did.
No, you
broke the
gave
law.
no. I'm saying you gave him such a hard time because he took a plea deal.
Right. Okay. So let's look at I took a plea deal, Brian, because I broke the law. After speaking with legal professionals, the best in their trade craft in those areas, both former federal prosecutors, and one was a judge, one was a former federal prosecutor, both showed me the color of law and extensive Zoom visits. I broke the law. So I'm not going to win these 9 out of 10 times, but on the 10th time when I fuck up, not own it, take it to trial, lose, and then just say, oh, I got beaten by the constitutional process. I wasn't wrong because I broke the law. When Floyd did what he did, he didn't actually break any law. He was in the right. Had he fought it, he didn't. It was very clear when he got charged with the same charge as me. He did not say that he did it because, he expected the police to be called. His interaction with the police ended when he was let go. He didn't break the law.
So your argument is that you did break the law, and that your plea deal was just to get a lesser um, lesser penalty. Then is what you're saying.
No, absolutely not. The reason I took the plea deal was because I was wrong. It has nothing to do with the lesser penalty.
That's what I'm saying. You knew you were wrong, but
I
you
knew I
took
was
the
wrong.
plea deal because had you not took the plea deal, you would have gotten a harsher penalty.
No, the penalty wouldn't have been any harsher. I mean, listen, we're talking about a misdemeanor. So the penalty for if I had lost was the same thing, I think, minus a $50 fine. The $50
So
fine
what was
wasn't
the
going to make me
advantage
or
to
break
taking the plea deal then?
because I was wrong. When we fuck up, we have to say it, right? I have no problem walking around touting my accomplishments. I could right now be telling you, oh, I took the plea deal, so because if I'm in prison, then I can't fight the power. So it's better for me to take it and be free so I can help more people get away from bad cops. That's not the reason. I took the plea deal because after it came out and after I studied up on it, I was informed that I was wrong. He wasn't. He didn't break the law. I did. You don't take a plea deal when you don't break the law. I would have spit in the face of the people that do what we do to have taken it to trial. What's the point? If we fuck up, we say we fucked up. The difference would have been a $50 fine. There would have been no harsher penalty.
But see, the thing of it is though, it doesn't make any sense though, Josh. Well, what I'm saying is that if the penalty would have been the same if you were found guilty, all right, or if you had pled guilty. If you had pled guilty, the penalty would have been the same. Then why not just plead guilty? What was the advantage to plea dealing it?
If you're giving a subscriber information on how to conduct an audit, and you give them the wrong information that could lead them to getting arrested, do you keep quiet, take it to the hoop, or do you say, hey, listen, I fucked up. This is not the accurate information. I claim to be someone that knows the law and protects people within their rights of the law. I fucked up. Or do you not own it? You let them move on with incorrect information.
Okay, so
I understand what you're saying. I mean, I don't know if you don't understand what I'm saying.
I think I'm starting to understand what you're saying, but what the thing of it is whether you're saying the penalty would have been the same, whether you were found guilty.
Why would I go to trial and not just admit I was wrong? I fucked up. If I tell
But
people,
you wouldn't have to. Why couldn't you just plead guilty
I did.
at arraignment? No, you took a deal.
At arraignment, I did not know that I was guilty. I hired a lawyer and was advised by my lawyer when I was in Walpole that I broke the law. So that's why I pled out to it. At the time of arraignment, I thought I was 100% in the right. I didn't do anything wrong. Then a lawyer from that area informed me that that's not the case.
Hey, Josh, do you know these lawyers lie a lot?
They're not lying about the law, buddy. I mean, I went through about 4 hours of Zoom visits with this guy. They had to send paperwork back and forth. I had a local attorney read it to me so I understood it. I had an attorney on retainer that deals specifically with the prison system so he could have access to me to make sure I understood what I was signing. At the time, I thought I was right. A year later, turns out I wasn't.
Yeah, the only time
Under the
you can
color
make
of law, I was wrong.
the only time you can make a citizen's arrest in Indiana is when the person is committing a felony. The person did was a simple battery.
All she did was she committed a simple assault. That's the other thing. That was the other case. She committed a simple assault. You can only place someone under citizen's arrest if it's an assault and battery. But that wasn't even the issue that tripped me up. The issue that tripped me up was my poor choice of wording in the heat of the moment. And again, at that time, I thought I was 100% right. But when a lawyer is sitting down and saying, listen, I understand what you're saying, but this is the law. This is the way the law reads. And I didn't just go to one lawyer. I went to 3 different people before I finally decided that I can't always be right. I had 3 different people that are good at what they do that are telling me I'm wrong.
Sorry, Ruth. I kept him up past his bedtime. He got caught again. Poor Steven. Okay.
Does that not like make sense?
It doesn't make sense, but I'm sure the 50% of the people are gonna agree, and the 50% of the people are gonna disagree anyway. So it doesn't.
If you do something wrong and you give misinformation to a lot of people, because Floyd's video has about 500,000 people, and the combined videos that I did over time for the Madison County video probably has close to 200,000 combined. So when you're telling 700,000 people you can do what I just did, it's not important to come out and say, wait guys, what I did was wrong. I'm pleading guilty because I broke the law. I didn't do my homework. I fucked up. It is what it is. I think it's more important to tell people that you did that. Or right now I could just try and save face. You
But I
admit when
just
you're
don't.
wrong
I
when you
don't
do
see
this.
what was the advantage of the state offering you a plea deal. All right. I don't see what's the advantage if the charge would have been, if the penalty would have been the same. Um, what was the advantage? I just don't see what that advantage was. What is this for you to just plead guilty?
The incentive to the state is on
We can't hear you. We can't
the
hear you,
incentive to the incentive to the state.
Turn his mic up.
I
No,
can't
he
turn my own
was
mic up.
talking away. He's okay. He's all right.
The incentive for the state, on the flip side, is to get this fucking over with. I mean, you have to understand. I spent 3 months every day waking up in Anderson, Indiana, Madison County, being a thorn in their side. Like, I mean, literally, they had like one cop fired in like 5 years, and we got like fucking 3 other ones pending internal affair reviews. They all kept their job except one. So
where's Andrew the troll at when we need him?
Well, and again, I'm not a fucking lawyer. I never said I was a lawyer. I don't, I'm sure I'm
and
just
here's the
fucking
thing, Brian,
stupid.
these aren't punishable by prison time. So just
I
so
know.
you understand,
I know.
the issue with Floyd is 90 days. So the max on the charge is 90 days probation. I got in the plea deal the max 90 days probation. I could do no more than that. The difference was a fine. So now I'm going to pay my lawyer an exorbitant amount of money more to move forward in court, ignore the fact that I fucked up and I was wrong, to get the same sentence that I can save money on right now, not have to subvert the whole judicial process and just own up to the fact that I made a mistake. The sentence wouldn't have changed because it was a misdemeanor. It wasn't punishable by prison time. The way that Indiana works is it's 90 days probation and they call it a suspended sentence. So like in Massachusetts, if they give you a 2-year suspended sentence, you're on probation for 2 years. And if you fuck up, you go back to prison. They don't have suspended sentences in Indiana. Your probation reads by law that you're doing your prison time on the street. That's how the law reads. Either way, I got the max, 90 days.
Okay.
So
hey,
I don't
Josh,
understand what the point would have been.
Josh, this makes perfect sense to you, right?
I mean, you just have to look up Indiana law. You look up the misdemeanor charge, and you look at the max sentence. It's 90 days probation. If they convicted me, I would have got 90 days probation.
Well, then there's no reason to get or pay for a lawyer, right? You're going to get 90 days no matter what. You didn't have to do all that stuff. All you had to do is just go spend your 90 days.
There was a process before I thought I was wrong, where I thought I was right. That's why I hired a lawyer, because I thought I was right. I fought that case for over a year. I mean, it wasn't until that case happened 3 months before I went into prison. I went into prison October 13th of 2020. We didn't wind up filing for plea until
and you spent
maybe
90 days in prison.
Later. No, I didn't spend any time in prison. I was already in prison. How would I spend 90 days in prison? It's probation. When you leave
it's
prison,
probation in Indiana, Jim. Now,
okay, well,
right now,
where has he been since PayPal Patty in Texas and all that other stuff that was going on with him? When he was traveling around with No Name.
What?
You were traveling around
I don't
with
know.
No Name.
Jim, I think you might be behind on the videos, but I think I haven't done a video with PayPal Patrick in I think about a year before I actually took my time.
Absolutely, yeah. I know that. I'm saying, you haven't posted any videos until here recently.
I posted a video every week for the past 15 months.
And that's very true.
Is it? Because I'm subscribed to you, and I hit the bell every time I see a video. I don't watch a lot of it. I kind of thumb through it because
yeah, you can go
when
back
you
to
were
the
down
video
when you were
list.
down in Texas with No Name, and there was a lot of clicks and views, but here recently there hasn't been any. So
That's
I just
because
thumb
I've
through
been
them and go on.
I've been in prison for 15 months. Well, and I would like to say that the nominal
Well,
amount of
how could you be in prison and post videos or do videos? Man, you got me confused.
Is this for real? So
That's
so
pretty
I had
easy though.
videos.
I'm
I had no.
75,
It's
and it's
that's
pretty easy to
okay.
confuse
That
me.
makes that
That
all
makes
right. My
good
bad.
sense, doesn't it?
All right. So let's rewind a little bit. So before I went into prison, I have Brian will tell you we have videos upon videos that we don't release, right? That we have that for whatever reason we don't plan to release. Brian and I filmed a video where this girl's boyfriend got arrested. She had the baby present. We decided not to release it, right? We have archives full of videos that we never release. So while I'm in prison, before I go, I can schedule videos to release. So
Okay.
every 2 months I had a new video released, and then once a week I would repost older videos. So every week there was a video being posted, and in the past year, probably 12 of them were new videos that had never been released before. And still, I mean, I when I went into prison, I pulled 400,000 views in a video. I got 400,000 views more in my U.S. Marshal video. So I mean, obviously, I'm not out there filming. You need to be present for your channel. So even if I'm putting out new content, I'm not going to be pulling the views that I was pulling before, because I went from posting a video every week, putting out live content, traveling the country, making waves, to putting a video out once a week. Some of them are reposts, some of them are not. You're not going to pull in the amount of attraction when you're not present.
So that's why I wasn't seeing them, because they didn't come up for a post, because I'm, like I said, I'm subscribed to you, but and I punch the bell every time I see a video of yours, and none of them's come up for me. So I guess that's the reason why they were old videos that you reposted or something.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
they
No,
still come out.
no,
They
So what you
still
need to
come out as new
do,
releases. You might have
you
an
need to
issue like,
unsubscribe
and
from Josh's channel, resubscribe, then hit the bell.
I would do that with any
If you're not
channel
getting
because you're not
each
getting
time
new
I want
videos
to see a
from.
new video of his.
No. So I would anyone that you follow that you haven't seen new content from, I would go to that channel just once, unsubscribe, and then resubscribe, because these old videos, they're deleted and then they're re-uploaded, so they still come across as a new upload. So if you're not getting the notifications, that's something that YouTube is known to run rampant with.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I had to change the filter in my oxygen. It shut itself off. I apologize.
You almost didn't make it, Brian, and I was in tears. Just know this.
Well, you haven't seen me with my oxygen yet, so I'm
Brian,
in a
I've had a
wheelchair
crash.
with oxygen now.
Oh, hey, guess what I'm doing in 2 weeks?
What's that?
I will give you 3 guesses to guess who I'm interviewing Saturday. So 3 Saturday FAs from now, I will give you 3 guesses to guess who I could be possibly interviewing. And if you get it right, you'll get a prize. But I don't think you'll get it.
Joe
Not an
Biden?
auditor.
Oh, screw you, NNE. I was going to say that.
Not
Hey,
Joe
look at
Biden.
Private Brian. Check Private out.
Furry?
Nope, not furry. No, not an auditor.
I lay them. I'll
Brandt.
give you one back. I
Eric
got
Brandt.
no problem with that.
Nope, not Eric Brandt.
Oh, shit.
I will
Aiden?
be no. He might be coming on tomorrow to talk to me. I will be interviewing Kyle Rittenhouse in 3 weeks.
Whoa!
Really?
We'll probably have about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm probably not going to get too many answers. It's probably going to be straight up. I'll tell you right now, it's probably going to be a puff piece, so you guys can hate on me for not hitting him with hard shit, because I'm not going to ask him questions he's not going to answer.
Exactly.
What did it cost you?
Money? Nothing monetarily. I mean, we were in Kenosha. Chuck Bronson and I were in Kenosha when the shooting happened.
Yep. when they had the signal jammers on.
Yeah. I mean, we heard the shots, and then afterwards, one of the kids we met beforehand met up with us right after. We got some real good pictures from it, and we just had a mutual contact that made it happen. But no money rich.
If anybody else, the link is on the panel. Anybody wants to come on the panel? The link is on the top of the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, what the hell was that? Those are sirens. Holy smokes.
They're after you. They're after you. Run, Josh. Run, Josh. Run.
I'll
The
tell you one
nozzle
thing.
guy. The nozzle guy.
I'm not running.
You
I'm
passed
not running
gas
anywhere.
the wrong direction.
Yeah,
I don't think I could run if I wanted to.
Hey,
You
Brian,
forgot to pay
Brian, if
$200.
somebody else wants to come up, I got to go. I'll catch you guys later.
Hey,
Okay,
Jim.
thanks,
Jim,
Jim.
so cool if I call later.
Yes, please do.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Jim.
Brian, I also have to run.
Okay.
I got to do something. Someone came down to see me today, Brian. You know that?
Who's that?
Someone came down to visit me. I cannot.
Was it Kate Peters? He's in the same area.
Ooh, I know who it is.
Yes, you do know who it is. It was not Kate Peters.
No, it wasn't Kate. Oh, that's a bummer.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen her. I mean, we'll see what happens. But no, someone came. I'll tell you privately, and then we'll go from there. We'll chat tomorrow, anyways. We'll talk for a little bit. Either one of us.
Brian, you know he doesn't answer questions.
I mean, some questions. I feel like I answered quite a few questions tonight.
Pat S. wants you to say, I don't answer questions.
I mean, I'm on parole. I have to answer questions.
Yeah, but there is a tagline I want you to leave. There is a tagline I want you to leave with, though, just because I haven't heard it for so long.
I don't answer questions.
Well, how about the other one? And that's why.
That's the reason I stopped.
I stopped you.
That's the reason I stopped here today. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
It was a pleasure to see you tonight, Brian. It really was.
Thank you. Mrs. Potato, it's good to have you in here. How are you?
Yes, hi, Miss Potato.
Well, Miss
I'll
Potato.
catch you guys later. Have a good night. Saturday FA tomorrow, 7:30 to 11 p.m. Stop by. All are welcome.
Who is that? Just Mrs. Potato in the house.
Hello.
Bell Admin. Who we got left here? My man, whoever my man is. So we got KY and Bud left. Everybody else ran. Look at this.
Like rats.
Yeah.
Remember these? This is like the old days.
Well, I'm old, but.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just had a birthday, so I'm older.
Now, how old are you? Because I'm older than you are, right?
I just turned 66 on the 7th.
Oh, never mind. I'll turn 60 this year.
In 2 days, I turn 90. All right.
I'll tell you what. In 2
he
days,
smells like he turned 90.
Smells like he turned 90. Look at this guy.
It definitely shows some love to Queen Furry and Mrs. Furry.
Yep.
I'll put the link for Furry out. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost 10. We had 50. 10 people left with him.
Yeah, but they're up to 43 now again.
Yeah, it'll bounce back and forth. The word probably got out on Discord that Josh is over here, and everybody probably from Discord come running over. That's fine. Hi, Discord. I wish you all come on here and say hi, though, because if you say hi, that means you're a subscriber. Man, Anna, any of you people who lost your wrenches, if you ask for your wrench back, so I know you want to be still part of the show, I'll give you your wrench back. The only reason I took wrenches is because I don't know who wants to be part of the show and who doesn't want to be part of the show. So if somebody wants to be part of the show, if they want, if they're going to stop by and want to use the modding abilities, ask me for the wrench back and they'll get it back. No one's wrench that I take back would I not give it back to them. Except, well, yeah, I'll do accountability.
Look at this.
Uh-oh.
Southern Belle, how you doing? Have you been back to
Yeah,
Billy's?
yeah.
Banana doesn't have a wrench.
What? Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
Brian, Discord told me I could have my wrench back, so I just wanted to come back and get my wrench.
Discord said it. All right. If Discord said it, then that's true. Absolutely. Because if Discord says something, we know it's true, right?
That's actually the reason I stopped you today.
That's okay. That's what it was. Right. I'm looking for
All right.
people. Where? Okay, I got that one. Got that
Did you
one.
get mine, Brian? Don't forget mine.
I'm working. There you are.
Yeah,
The
Southern
golden
yes.
one.
Right. I got banana. Is that the right banana?
There's only one banana. It is her. She is him. Him is her.
Okay.
We are us.
She is him.
Oh, Brian,
Look at
just
that.
Yeah,
Brian, just so you know, it's a very important age now where people can be whatever they want. Like Demi Lovato is not a her; she's a they. So I am identifying as a lamppost. So I want to be identified as lamppost AFA.
Lamppost AFA. Morphus T. Hound, thank you for becoming a member. Just want to point
Have a great
out,
night. Thanks for being a member.
Josh never has become a member, but he does come here every now and then to harass me. So
Josh,
I don't make
showing you.
money. I don't make money on YouTube, Brian. I can't afford it.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
Josh,
don't
have
make
you
the money
seen
you
it?
used to. That's for sure, huh?
I'll tell you one thing, Brian. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I mean, no, it's not the money that I used to, but I'd say about 60% of that.
Well, yeah, I know, but you used to have what videos with 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. That's got to be hard to go from that down to the 10, 20,000 views.
Yeah, it's really not that. It's as long as the big videos, like sometimes big videos, like I had a video that had 500,000 views that was only netting me, $50. That friggin' video with the Marshall, I mean, that got another 400,000 views in a month. 1 month where I was in prison. For some reason, it just jacked right back up. It's really just the big ones you have. As long as they retain, you're fine.
Oh, they're a bunch of fucking scumbags. They punched me in the face yesterday.
Who's
Is
that?
that No Name?
Yeah, I'm going on a rampage. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some filming soon. I'm going to be doing it. I don't know if
No
it's
Name.
tonight. Yeah.
I told Brian that we were best friends again.
That's what I heard.
We've band together, and now News New England and I are best friends. So we're
saying
brothers, we're happy, and we're singing it, and we're colored. We're all best friends again. Brian, do you think it would have? Huh?
Did you hear that Mrs. that Furry Potato made me what the hell am I there? I forgot what.
What are you, like a viceroy of Potato Land?
No, I'm like what is it? One of the come on, Mrs. Potato. What is it? I forget now. Who assaulted her name?
Well, if Mrs. Potato, if Furry Potato says it, I like Furry Potato. So whatever Furry Potato says goes.
Those fucking dude.
I like Furry.
Dude.
Huh?
I couldn't fucking say anything while I was locked up when I was calling all you guys. I didn't even bitch about it to the fucking lieutenant at the police station. I didn't even say anything to the fucking sergeants over there at the fucking courthouse with the sheriff's department. I didn't say shit. I kept my mouth shut until I got the fuck out because I knew damn well if I started saying, oh, they punched me in my face, they beat me up, they fucking was kicking me in the fucking hallway of my house, I knew damn well they probably would make sure my bail was probably 10, 20,000 surety if I even got bail.
Let me ask you a question, No Name. I mean, Brian, did you know that I was released at the exact same time that No Name was arrested? I feel like the YouTube gods sacrificed one for the other in the name of the king.
I actually fucking think that there's something up with that. I actually think they must have knew you were getting out. They must have knew you were getting out.
Well, I think they didn't want us to be out at the same time because they knew we would renew our friendship. We would ride off into the sunsets on the horses of freedom, and we would tackle tyranny.
Now, I was going to ask you, Josh. Now, Furry Potato has been coming up to to New England every now and then, and been going out. And No Name and I have gone out and audited with it. Would you be interested in teaming up with Fern sometime if she comes out?
Listen, that's like asking me if I would be interested in if I would film with Eric Brandt or Josh Martinez. You know, there's things that Furry does that I wouldn't do. I'm sure there's a lot of things I do that she wouldn't do, but she's one of the OGs. I mean, it's like, why wouldn't I work with someone that was there before me? You know, it's what the whole point of this is. Because I've been around for 2 years, that doesn't mean that I'm unwilling to work with someone that's been doing it longer, right?
Well, hope maybe sometime Furry will come up here when you're available, and because I know you're pretty. Yeah, I'm just afraid you're gonna get so used to doing the shows, you know, like the panels and stuff, that you're gonna decide, you know what, I don't want to do the cop show, you know, the auditing.
I'm gonna be doing a panel about once a week. I mean, I'm gonna be doing radio twice a week. I mean, I'm gonna be pretty busy with.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to have a
office
lot of
stuff.
time to be going out there and doing live stuff, are you? I mean, out on the street, you're gonna be pretty busy. Sounds like.
Probably not. Here's the thing: I just got out. Probably give it a few months before I hit the bricks. But I mean, right now I think I might. I mean, we'll see what happens. If the radio stuff is a consistent paycheck that's decent money. If the panels don't produce what I need, and it's not the type of content that I'm looking for, and I don't absolutely fall in love with it, I'm not going to do something I don't love. Then I'll go back to doing what I did.
Yeah. No, that'd be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where it goes with you guys and so forth. So, for everyone else,
No Name. Hi, how you doing, brother?
All right.
Did you just refer to yourself in the third person? No Name.
No, no.
You did. You said No Name's all right. No, yeah, I am pretty sure. Listen, only one of us can refer to each other in the third person. We have to take turns.
No, my buddy just called me No Name. He thought it was funny because he's.
Can I talk to him? Can I talk to him?
He's doing something with his girl.
What are they doing? Oh, let's get back to the Brian. You ready for this? It's Saturday after where it used to be. What exactly is he doing with his girl?
I don't know. He's in the middle of something right now. I'll let him know.
Is it one finger or two, or is it look ma no hands?
It's look ma no hands.
Oh, then why the fuck wasn't I invited to this party?
Are you trying to say he's a little tongue-tied right now?
Oh my God!
Something's tied up. It's not my tie. Actually, no. What am I saying? I couldn't tie that thing up.
Not you.
Oh. No, listen, now I'm all hot and bothered. I don't know what to do. You got No Name and Brian. I mean, No Name has a fierce beard. I mean, he strikes fear into the heart of men. I'm all frazzled right now. I want to talk to his friend. I don't know why he won't let me. I understand he's busy. Can I talk to his girl?
What do you want to say? What do you want to say?
I would just... All right. You're not translating for me, are you? Can they hear me?
Can you hear him?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, he can hear you.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is AFA, and I am the king that of all that is great. What is your names?
100%. My name's Slick.
Slick.
Your name's Slick.
That's
Okay. All right, Slick. Okay, and what is your girlfriend's name?
Mona Lisa.
Now, does she? Do you guys identify as lampposts? What do you identify as?
We identify as half Muslim, half Jew.
Oh my! You can.
A Jerusalem. That's good. I like Jerusalems. Why didn't know that? They can talk about religion. It's okay. You don't have to.
Dude, oh my God! I'm sorry, dude. You can't do that on YouTube. Oh my God! Fuck.
You guys wouldn't believe the people I met in prison. Brian, you know that I was playing volleyball one day. This old guy, he's like, hey, come play volleyball with me. So I said, all right, I'll go play volleyball with you. And I go play volleyball. The guy's pretty good. He's like 70. And I go back to the block, and the guys are like, what the fuck are you doing hanging out with him? And I said, I was playing volleyball. And they said, why are you playing the volleyball with fingers? I said, fingers? They said, yeah, that's his name because he went on a killing spree from Massachusetts to Florida, killing 11 hookers and taking their fingers as souvenirs.
No wonder he was able to hit the ball so hard. He had extra fingers.
Yeah, I met quite a few people up there that were very interesting characters.
Yeah, he's not used to this YouTube stuff, so he doesn't know what he can say, what he can't say. So I just shut the mic off.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Muslim and Jew is okay. I mean, at least he can celebrate Christmas. He's not a J-ho. They can't celebrate the Christmas. That's sad.
Oh my God.
There was a Jehovah's Witness guy in prison with us, and he went to go collect his his Thanksgiving tray. And I said, "What in the fucking thunderfuck are you doing right now? Don't you dare touch that tray." He said, "Oh, it's a Thanksgiving tray." I said, "You don't celebrate Thanksgiving. You're a Jehovah's Witness. You put that tray back and you give it to me."
Oh my God. Oh, the hate I'm gonna get now. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I just don't understand why no name hates Jewish Muslim people. That's crazy.
I did not say that. I had nothing to do with that. I had
You're confirming that you said that. That's okay. Listen, Brian and I, we support No Name, right? Even though he hates Jews and Muslims.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This is gonna happen.
So, I mean, it's not going to make us want to hang out with you less. I mean, it's more so the beard than anything. I mean, shave that thing. I'm over there tomorrow.
Well,
the beard's already been gone. Dude, I shaved the beard the night before I got arrested thinking, I'm walking around. I'm sick of having this beard, so I shaved the fucking beard off the next
you got to turn on your fucking I turn on your camera. We want to see you with that fucking baby face. You've got the big
right there.
That's not you're still a beard. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Fucking beard.
Put it down.
What are you
Put it up on the big
about?
screen.
Yeah, but you still got a fucking beard.
But it's got stubble now. It's not even. It's not. It's all down to shit. I can shave it right down. Why? Let me take it down to.
Brian, can I tell you about a no name? What I call the no name alarm clock. Would you like to hear about what is the no name alarm clock?
Yeah.
So the no name alarm clock is something very special that only few. Oh, he looks dreaded. He's dreading it. It's something that only few have experienced, and those who haven't are missing out. The no name alarm clock is when you wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on? The guy fucking sunk my boat. My boat's at the bottom of the fucking Providence fucking thing. My boat. That's a no name alarm clock. No Name is a fun guy to travel with. I'll tell you some things. He did some things that I didn't think humanly possible.
Like what?
And he told me then he hated Jewish and Muslim people then, and I support him. It's his First Amendment right to hate.
Don't say that. I never said that. Dude, you wanted to talk to him. He's not used to this YouTube stuff, so I mean that's what we got. I mean, that was out of left field.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you one thing. It took me I went to a fucking Tajay. Okay, I went to a Tajay, and it took me 20 minutes to get a fucking deodorant, and then it took me another 20 minutes to figure out how to pay on the self-checkout thing, even though I've used it before, because I've been in prison for 14 months. So I have no idea how to conform to actual society, and I'm falling apart at the hinges. But now, No Name is the glue that melds me back together. Even though he hates Jews and Muslims.
What happened?
I said, why you were laughing like a girl.
Oh, I have no idea.
And then Mrs. Potato says, "How does a girl laugh?" That was a good comeback.
Listen, that's sexy. There's girls across the country right now, and some men who have just gotten moist between the legs.
I just want to know: is that what candy cane really looks like?
Probably not.
Well, we have a video about that too.
I wake up like a half hour ago. I find out you guys are live. I'm watching you guys like 20 minutes before I come up here. And then this kid over here gets me in trouble on YouTube, and I don't even have to do it without my help.
Hold on a second. Brian, let's be honest. This is an honest program here, because on News New England, when you come into this panel and this channel that is a protection of all that is sacred and holy in America, we only speak the truth. So we're going to ask Brian to consult the truth. Who was the first person? Was it I, Brian? Who was the first person that spoke the words Jewish and Muslim? Was it I?
Wasn't me either.
Yes.
It was No Name. Actually, it was No Name's friend, and then No Name was
Believe me, I
ah.
can't
Yeah,
even
it was
take
No
the
Name's
blame. Oh,
friend.
God, I can't. I
No
can't
Name's
take the
friend,
blame.
and then actually No Name did afterwards. Yes.
Yes.
I did
So
not
it
even,
was
it
not
came through
I.
my mic, but it didn't come out my mouth.
Listen, that sounded real
Oh,
bad. But
boy.
listen, I'm the one that's been in prison, and you're talking about things coming out of your mouth.
Well, it
We need to
doesn't
compare
matter
notes,
if
buddy.
you put it in private chat or whether you say it. It doesn't matter.
I didn't say it, so I'm good. I know I'm good with my God.
Well, yeah, but private chat counts too. You know.
What do you want me to put in private chat?
Nothing. You didn't
You
get
don't
it.
have to say that. Yeah, No Name just sent me a text. I'm going to read it to you guys. You sent me a text.
I
Brian, can I
didn't.
read it?
I didn't
Go
send
Yeah,
ahead.
it
a
says
text.
from No Name. I'm going to read it back. Yeah, no, you sent it. I'm going to read it right now. It says, to the United States of America and all those who live within its holy grails. My name is No Name Audits, now known as No Name News. I just wanted to clarify because some people may be confused as to whether I dislike or I like Jewish Muslim people. It is in fact clear that I very much so dislike Jewish and Muslim people. I just read that word for word.
No, it's not, dude. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that. This kid did. All right, trust me. Wow.
That's not nice. See, Brian, he's not owning his actions. He needs to. I think
Hey,
the
LP
first step
man.
is owning.
Oh my
Jewish
God.
Information League will be contacting you in the morning.
Who will? Who will be contacted?
The Jewish
Wait, who is
Information
Budge for
League.
Vets?
That's
Who is
me.
that?
Bro.
Budge.
That's me. I said hi earlier.
Oh, right. Okay. I did. My bad. Someone's voice. I got voice confusion. I'm still not used to the
Why
whole,
am I on the big screen still?
electronics.
Take me the fuck down.
Josh, it's KY. I said the Jewish.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yes, thank you.
I know you're a KY. You sound alike. That's why I got confused.
Oh, okay. I said the Jewish Defamation League will be contacting him in the morning.
Oh yeah, the ACLU just texted me. They're fucking pissed too. And so is that tiger that Brian's leaning on. That tiger just sent me a very strongly worded email, and he's not happy. He's also a Jewish Muslim.
Yeah.
Like,
And YouTube is really starting to listen now.
They sure
Oh,
are.
boy.
I mean,
They're right on
the
top.
three amigos, the three amendment amigos are back. I mean, I think there's no Brian. Do you know what would complete this?
What's that?
And I don't think it's a shot in the dark. I think the likelihood is 99.99%. I'm thinking that Paulie Crispies also want to be best friends with me again.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you think?
Polly's been coming on NNE, a few times every now and then. So you might catch him on here sometime.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be like, "Hey, what's up, best friend?" And he's going to be like, "Yo, I missed you so much."
Do you have this? Do you have his phone number?
Nope. I don't even need it. I will feel his presence, and then I will come on the panel, and I will greet him with all the love that is owed my best friend.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Just like old times, Brian.
I'm sure he misses you.
I would be surprised if he didn't. I mean, I've heard all the nice things he's been saying about me.
Well, yeah, I mean, he had a lot of good stuff to say a while back, but
yeah,
he says he's a changed man now. He's working, and so we'll see.
His is my favorite channel. I missed the content. It was my favorite of all.
I know which channel he started like 5 and deleted
the
5.
1 through 7. 1 through 7.
1 through 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my.
Does he now? I want to know. Does he actually delete the fucking channels, or does he
private?
He actually physically deletes them.
Yeah, I like the channel that he made to bash me, and then when he was done with it, he gave it to Corrosive, and the only channel left.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Brian,
really
are you going to seek medical advice tomorrow?
What's that?
We have Dr. Habibi coming on Saturday, FA. Are you going to be seeking medical advice through Dr. Habibi?
Actually, I may if Dr. Habibi is going to be on, because I haven't been able to get a good doctor for quite a while.
Do Do you want to laugh? Did you see the video I released earlier today with Dr. and Finkelstein?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that video?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
It's on my channel. Go ahead and share that. I think that you might get it. I think that might actually make you laugh very much. Polly makes
What
an
is it?
appearance. I think it's
wow.
like funniest video ever, which might have been like a stretch. That could have been clickbait. I don't know. It's probably not the funniest video ever.
Okay, Josh, can you read that? Can you see the screen?
Guys, you're on a trillion-ton ball of dirt, traveling thousands of miles an hour into an empty void. If there is a God, he would have to be running fast to catch up. Religion is irrelevant. Yeah, I can read it.
I
True.
can do it.
Are
I can see that.
you asking me for my feedback on it?
Oh no, I was just asking if you saw that. I just wanted you to read it. What do you think? Is your feedback?
I think that he has. They have. You can believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. I mean, some people believe that the Disney movies have are more believable. They're both fantasies, but at least you can see Disney characters. I mean, people
Did
believe
you know
whatever they
there's
want to
hidden
believe.
messages? Did you know there's hidden messages? There's hidden messages in Disney movies.
Yeah, if you know,
Yes, there
well,
are.
right.
There's
If you play Black
penises in.
Sabbath backwards.
There's
Yeah, if you
penises
play it-
in Little Mermaid.
If you play it backwards, they sound like mermaids and dolphins.
But if you play Black Sabbath backwards, it's satanic messages. They say.
If you play AFA backwards, it still says AFA.
That's true.
I think we all learned something valuable here today.
Wait a
Candy
second.
Cane wants to know what's the first thing you did when you got out.
I got in a car and left the prison.
Wow.
And then I had a lot of business to take care of. Nothing special. Not the wondrous stories that people tell of when they get out of prison. I had a lot of shit to do. So just personal stuff, really.
There'd have been only one thing that I'd have been looking to do.
Yeah, well, you know, you got some. She's in California, and I really wasn't able to do that. I mean, are we thinking about the same thing?
No, I'd get on YouTube.
Oh no, no, that's what I had to do. That was a second close runner. I did get on YouTube pretty much immediately. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, getting on YouTube, when you get on YouTube, there's one other thing you have to do, and that is eventually get off YouTube, and that's kind of where I'm going right now, because my wife will be coming home soon, which means I have to do the dishes. Before she
Oh, do you
gets
want to
home.
see do you want to see a video of Numi throwing up first? Go play that video real quick before you go. It's only like 3 minutes long.
Oh yeah,
Numi throws up, and Dr. and Finkelstein shows up.
Let's see.
What's up, LT man? Sorry, I'm not reading the chat. I haven't been following the chat at all. My bad.
You know, I haven't seen a single cop in this neighborhood since I got released from jail.
You haven't seen it, really?
Yeah, that's a
I
good
haven't seen a single cop in Oakland Beach. I haven't seen a single cop in Oakland Beach since I've been out of jail. I mean,
Because
I
they've
got to
already
take that
got
back
you.
during first shift. Yeah, during first shift, they are passing through. They are driving by, but I'm not seeing anybody get pulled over. I'm not seeing them parked on the side of the roads like they used to be. Like, they don't want to be over here. I don't know
They're
why. I
afraid,
mean, there must be a black flag. Huh?
They're afraid.
Oh, they're afraid.
They don't like the camera.
Yeah. Oh, they told me that. They took my phone out of my hand and threw it across the room when they found me.
Yes, I have a question. I'm trying to get my car. What time you guys going? Wait, what? Can you give me the impound number? Dude! Who is this? You an asshole, man! Sure. About that means for some dirt sucking. That's what I'm out doing, right? Yeah, get it, boy, get
The echo is real.
Look at the head on that
Who
one.
was that? Who was that handsome fella? That's how the NNE Grinch stole Christmas. Oh my God! Look at that face. So handsome. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Brian. That is a handsome face. Oh, that's beautiful. I just think it's fun to watch Numi throw up. It's always a good time.
Does it?
Yeah, it's just super slow motion of Brian that we made.
Robotic.
We wanted to make him look as sexy as possible. No name. What would you do with that face right there?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me, No Name?
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said, what would you do with a handsome face
Hello?
like that, No Name? Hello?
Well, I'll go to Southside Johnny's.
Brian, how does that make you feel that No Name is pretty much agreeing with me that you're a stone cold Sex Pistol? Oh, well, hey, if you got the idea that I'm a Sex Pistol, then, it's just me, NNE. So, I'm hung. I might not hit the back, but I'll scrape
It
the
does
shit
get
out of
me
the
a little
sides.
nervous when a guy just getting out of prison thinks I'm a Sex Pistol. That makes me a little nervous.
That should make you feel good, Brian. A couple months longer, I would have thought you were a porn star.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here and wash the dishes. My wife's gonna kick my ass. See, even
Go wash those dishes.
Some shit never changes. Still gotta do it.
Hey, Josh,
Nice.
it was
Well,
nice meeting you, sir.
You as well. You guys have a fantastic evening, and God bless you, News New England, for doing everything that you do to keep our American way free.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for Josh, everybody up here on the panel. KY, Bud, No Name, those who have been here before and left. Appreciate it. Everybody in the chat. Love y'all. Thank you for coming in.
That's the reason I stopped you today.
And that's the reason Josh stopped here today. And I'm out of here. Thank you, Candy, for being so funny.
Are you out of here like a bald man?
Oh, I was just gonna say he's definitely out of here.
I'm out of here like a ball, man.
He's probably got a furry bush down there though. Probably looks like a piece of gum stuck to a pine tree.
Oh, no.
He's still alive.
That image. Oh, no.
I'm still alive.
Bud, turn your camera on.
Whoops.
No.
Come on, turn your camera on.
Sorry, guys.
There's what it's supposed to look like.
Okay, everybody. Before we shut it off, say hi to everybody. Come on, KY. Turn yours on. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
KY.
Good night, everybody. Goodbye.